Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your souls. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Well, my dumbass had it on loop because I've been on the laptop, so I didn't have it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the music was going, and I thought it was still, like, I thought the intro was still going. Well, actually, it, like, started looping, I'm guessing. Okay, I got this up. My chat's like skipping, so I'm gonna give some time. Yeah, there's no sound because I'm not talking. I'm gonna give it some time for you guys to come in though. Okay, is the link dropped? Let me go try to pin it real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm on my phone because I had an unexpected thing come up, so give me 1 minute. Okay, did I get the link pinned, you guys? Is it pinned up there now? It should be. Anyhow, though, I'm gonna, touch on this. I don't know what's going on with voices. I've only heard what's going on the crimes and fashion. I haven't really listened to any other streams. But if this is her boundary, this is her boundary, and I respect that. If she doesn't want to be over here, that's fine. We didn't have a friendship outside of her being on the panel. We didn't really talk outside of the panel, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I respect her decisions, and if that's something she wants to, if that's like she said, the hill she wants to die on, then that's fine. I respect her boundaries, and that's cool. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at her. I don't, have no ill will feelings towards her. I don't really care one way or another. If that's what she wants, if that's what she needs to do for her, that's fine. You got to take care of your mental health, and you got to take care of you first and foremost, because this is YouTube. You know what I mean? So. Hey, baby, what you doing?
Hey.
Popping up to
I
say
see you're
hey.
in the I hear you're in the car, so I figure you may need some
Yes, I had an unexpected. I'm sitting here, of course, taxi cab, yellow. I need you. I need a ride. You come get me right now. Come get me right now. I'm like, fuck. All right, yeah, sure can.
I mean, to me,
Right
I'm just
there.
I would have voted for you to play the whole intro because it didn't even play. Just
Oh
a
no
little
shit!
piece of it.
I thought it was playing twice.
Nah, only the B part played like a chord, like it started at the like sting like a something, I float like a
Yeah,
butterfly, whatever.
got it.
Um
Damn
but
it!
that's the
I
only
had
part
to loop
that played,
through.
was that to the end. So we'd have missed the whole, we like that music.
I know, girl, and we be jamming to that shit.
Right.
I
Right.
just thought it looped over. I was like, because when I got on here, when I flipped it on, when I got from the laptop to the phone, I was like, oh my god! And then it was on loop, and I didn't realize it. So when I flipped it on, it was still going. I'm like, oh my, it's probably not. I was like, it's probably done looped through the second time now.
Yeah, nope, it didn't. Not this night, right, Felony Melanie? QB is messing with our intro. Exactly.
Shit, I'm sorry. Usually I let it play. I thought about it, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll play the long one. I was like, because I don't really even have anybody to come up here and play the interview at 8 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock right now. So I was like, we're gonna be like 10 minutes late, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay. It ain't like, somebody won't tell us, the parts we missed. Yeah, it is NorCal Girl. It's supposed to be starting right now. I'm sure it'll start in a couple of minutes.
Right.
But Queen
I
has to
mean,
wait till she gets back to her laptop to be able to play it.
because I'm kind of stuck. I can't screen share with this up, but this is Landon's post that was sent to me. If you want to read it, I don't know if you can see it, but if you want to
Yeah, I
read it,
can. Yeah, I can read it. So for those who don't know, Landon is Gannon's mom. So she said, Gannon is my child and is not an experiment nor a piece of paper or a photo. He is a child. I pray that all that is involved in this heinous act will stop and no longer do this to anyone else. I will not give you any satisfaction. No one deserves this, and no one wants to be in these shoes. You may say that if it happened to you, you may not change your actions. I do not wish this on anyone. I'm sure you would rethink your actions if this was indeed you or your child. The good that I take from this is that good people still exist, and in a matter of seconds, Ganon's army came together. I surely hope Ganon taught you all a lesson. He is the one who deserves an apology. My son, Ganon. I thought it was very amazing. And I think, a lot of people have been saying over the last couple of days, like, this isn't about creators. It's not about who do you like, who do you hate, is it drama, whatever. Like, it was about him. And a lot of people have been emotionally triggered for days because they felt for this family and for them. I heard somebody, today say, "Did nobody's thinking about the family?" And I'm like, dude, that's all I've seen everywhere I've gone is comments of like, I can't imagine what his parents, would feel like if they seen this, or I can't imagine what hearing about this was like for them, or like that poor baby, like just all those kinds of things. And I'm like, that's all that I've heard about. Like, where do you live and what alternate universe do you live in that the family was never mentioned? But I think it's amazing that she, took the time. She didn't have to. She didn't ever have to speak on this. She doesn't owe anybody anything. But I definitely think that, yeah, I definitely think that it was good for people to be able to hear because they, a lot of people were like, well, don't speak for the family. Well, no, nobody wants to speak for the family, but here they are speaking for themselves. Diddy Menace? Oh, goodness. Menace says, Entin came out swinging again. She wants somebody. Wait. Says she wouldn't want someone to do her child like this, but yet got enraged with her. Wow. Yeah, now I will say, although I think that it's important to have brought awareness to this, some of what I'm seeing online, like, I don't know, I feel very torn about like the doxing that's happening of her and stuff like that. It's like I'm somewhere in the middle of like fuck around and find out and compassion. Like I hate being in the middle of that particular space. But I wouldn't want to see anybody physically harmed at any point in time over a poor choice or a fucked up choice that they made. But at the same time, I'm with the backlash and the feedback and the constructive criticism or the calling out that you're getting, sure. But that stuff I'm not really with. They play the clip with Zav having the stupidest look on her face. Yeah, he did the same thing last night. It appears he definitely likes that clip for sure.
The whole reason that I'm up here is because of things that were happening in another chat, on another channel. And this may seem really weird coming from me. This is Brianna, by the way. No one can see me because I'm behind the picture, but I detest this woman. I have detested this woman for going on a year now. But when people start accusing her of running Pizzagate from her YouTube channel, you make me defend her. Don't do that. Don't make me defend her.
Wait, who are you? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. That's the new one. There are people running around claiming to have proof that she's running a dark web Pizzagate ring from her YouTube channel. And I don't think we need to be doing that.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you talking about Zap Girl?
Yes, being accused of that in chats now. It's, guys, we can't go that far.
Come on. Who the fuck is saying that stupid shit?
I would
I mean, it's the internet, so I don't put it past them. I mean, I know that I haven't seen that here at all, but
no, not here.
I haven't either. And if it comes over here, they're getting booted right the fuck on out of here. I don't.
It was someone that I know the mods in that channel had never seen before. So whether they're trolling or just someone who appeared, I don't know. But they're out there, and I think we need to keep an eye out for them and shut them down as soon as we see them, if we can.
Yeah, I think the actions, I think that there can absolutely be a this situation, right? Her choice that she made right now, it is more than enough to cause enough outrage. and to cause enough, awareness to be brought to this. I don't think that any, I don't think it needs to go any further than that. But at the end of the day, I mean, people, they have a right to say what they want to say. But yeah, I'm not with some of the craziness that, you want to say how heartless or how inconsiderate or how disrespectful. Like, okay, yeah, sure, like, go for it. Stupid, ignorant, dumb, idiotic, whatever you want to name it, that's fine. But I think when you have to go there, like, you just, I don't know, you hurt the cause, not help the cause, and that doesn't make any sense to me. But it is what
Right,
it is.
and there is a factual accusation to be leveled against her in that realm, in that she thoughtlessly put those photos in the hands of those types of people. But she's
Well,
not
I
running
mean,
a
so first
ring.
off, I want to, I'm
Different
not comfortable with
things.
that conversation. I'm just going to be real, because I don't know where, I mean, none of us know for a fact that those photos have ended up in any space like that. So I feel like saying that is leading to those types of thoughts for people. This is just my opinion. And for me, like, I don't, whatever. But I also think, like, I think she was very ignorant in the way that she did not protect the photos she was posting, and never should have posted them in the first place. But to say that she did that, like, purposely or unintentionally, to get them into a different space, like, that's not right. I don't think that that's right at all.
And I can understand that. We do not know for a fact where they went, but we do know that they were on 4chan and 8chan, and we know what they are.
Well, I
I guess
don't know
that's as
that
far as
for a
we can
fact,
go.
and I have not, I have not, nor do I want to see any receipts of that.
Don't blame you.
But I just, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think where they ended up is not as important as the fact that they were let out. As important as they were put out under a membership that cost money.
That's true.
That to me is like, that's enough. Like, there's enough I don't know what the word is, but like disgustingness in there or whatever. That's enough by itself to go anywhere else with it. That, like, that to me is like, that's, for me, I just don't feel the need to go there or to, like, run with or start rumors or anything like that. Like, for me, because there's enough terribleness in what the choice she made, I don't know.
No, I get it. I do. I just, I mean, you hear the horror stories of, people putting up innocent pictures of their kids on their Facebook who end up in places like that. So the
Oh,
world is a
Running Bear, me
screwed
neither.
up place. A
Yeah.
very screwed up place.
So did you guys see B Tim? He said Zav said, this probably is what plays a part in that. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm just gonna read his comment. Zav sat around and was okay with Ryan, which he's talking about Ryan Upchurch when he was on her panel when Kylie had passed. And he says, Zav sat around and was okay with Ryan accusing burden of proof of being in an SA trafficking ring of children. I guess you lay with dogs, you get fleas.
And I understand that. And actually, the comment that I made in the chat that I was in was, it was wrong when she did it to Zanime and Burden of Proof, and it's wrong if we're going to turn around and do it to her. It's just wrong. You don't accuse people of that.
Right, absolutely. And we've stood up for B Tim. We've stood up for several people that have been, where people have just came in and popped off with that bullshit.
Sunflower Girl said, why is it that Natasha Cooper is not getting the same energy here? She did the same exact thing. I think the reason why is because, again, it's the root of it, right? Where did she get it from? She's made it clear she did not do a FOIA. So, okay, that means they came from the same place that anybody else would have gotten them from. They came from that same place, which is, had you not done it, Natasha never would have had it. I don't know her as a creator at all, but I've never heard her being a person who, like, does FOIAs and, does research and stuff like that. Maybe I could be wrong, and I'll own that. but I've never heard of her being like a creator that does, like does that type of research. Does anybody know if she is? Oh,
I don't
Cash
think so.
Karen, we were looking for you yesterday. We were looking for you guys yesterday. I hope you're well.
I hopped up to give you someone to talk to, Nunya, but I have a 3-year-old with a dirty diaper that I need to go take
Oh,
care of.
you're all
So I'm going to
good.
hop down for now. I'll be back.
Oh, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Can y'all hear me or no?
Yeah, now I can. Now I can't. In case you're still talking, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know he did that to Burden Proof either. I have to get more details there. True, Natalie, that's true. Yeah, Zab was the source of acquisition. Thank you, Jim Jules. That's a good way of saying it. She is not that type of person. She's too cheap. She would make someone else pay for it. Okay. Oh, hey, Grandma Sherry. I know that voice anywhere.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm back on my laptop finally. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
are we circling back to do the intro?
Start this whole shit over.
Start
the shit show over.
And take two.
How's everybody?
Good.
I'm good. Heels, how are you?
Good.
I'm good. I thought you were by yourself, so I thought I'll come keep you
Yeah,
company.
me too. We all came
I
up to
was.
see
see
you,
You
anything.
and
Nunya.
Ellie jumped
We're like,
up.
let's go
and,
talk to
"Ta-da,
Nunya.
there."
Yeah.
And I was fine.
That's what I
I
did too.
know. We know you're always fine by yourself, but we like you.
I just hang with the chat. They keep me busy.
Yeah, you're good with the chat.
You are good with the chat. Hey, can everybody say the words Pandora's box?
Pandora's box.
Why are we saying
Why are we saying Pandora's box?
Pandora's box.
Door the box.
Box. Yeah.
Box.
I really think that from what I'm hearing that nobody expected something like this to happen.
No, you can't really.
No, you can't. And that's like, oh my God, because if you don't know what Pandora's box is, she had a little jar and she opened it up and it released all the evil things in the world. all the demons in the world are due to Pandora opening
Zava's box. It is
her box. Yeah. And I think that's what this is, right?
Has there been more than the photos coming out?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there's something more.
Just like the whole like Natasha Cooper's part
Brian's
of the box.
doing an interview with Gannon's dad. He's supposed to be, and I'm still actually looking
like
for
now.
it, so we're waiting
for it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it too, and it's like I thought they said 8 o'clock was when he was coming on, so
he's on.
Try to go find it. If you do drop, can you drop the link in the back so we can put it on?
Yeah. Hang on.
Yes, that girl's actually she's trending on Twitter.
Yeah, that's weird.
I did see that today.
She's trending. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, she was trending for realsy. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like way down. Like what number?
Which what
She's
an unfortunate, what a number one, a terrible fall from grace if she was even there in the first place. But
right. Yeah.
At the same time, like, what a missed opportunity, because truly as a creator you had an opportunity to make a difference, and instead you just chose to like be a POS kind of person who not only like made a bad choice but then doubled down on the bad choice. And then this morning, like, tripled down on the bad choice. Why would you contact the family now?
Oh my gosh.
You didn't contact the family before you did it to say, hey, like, would you be okay with this? Like, none of that, I don't know.
Did she contact them to apologize?
I don't know why she didn't say why she wanted to contact. She just said, She just said she was asking if people had updated information for them.
Yeah, the lack of contrition is,
Yeah. Remy, I seen somebody say that in chat the other day, but then I got sent a clip where she says no, like she didn't. She claims she didn't get it from the Patreon, but she also didn't get it from a FOIA, so who knows? I feel like it's gonna be like a semantics
She
kind of thing.
stole it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
she got it from
like,
Exactly.
I sent it to, let's just say I sent something to, I don't know, Mellow One, and then Mellow One sends it to Ellie, and Ellie's like, no, I didn't FOIA that. No, I didn't get it from Nunya because technically
Yeah.
you didn't. So I
You
don't know. Who knows?
didn't. You stole it from somebody else or whatever, like pretty
Right.
much. Yeah,
Right.
she did.
Exactly.
It's from somehow, like through like a mole or.
Yeah. I agree.
it's on
The
here.
damage is done. Nothing she can say will make a difference. I agree.
Yeah, it's like the toothpaste is out of the tube. You can't put it back in, unfortunately, when things like this happen. And she did have like this very, like Uni too, had this very like small window of time where she could have like apologized, but that was like several days ago.
right.
Why does this just keep playing over and over commercials
I
and
know.
shit?
What the hell?
What's going on here?
Oh, the
Let's put this. I
that
don't know what's
that
going on with
link
this.
you're supposed to connect your cable provider to
well,
it.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you need
Oh.
somebody who has YouTube Live.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody go get Jones
I
in. I know
don't.
she's smooshing, but
Or just beat him at it.
Smooshing. YouTube
don't ask me,
Live.
Sherry.
What is
Don't
that?
ask. I'll tell you later.
No, I heard
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. YouTube Live.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and watch it when it comes out on YouTube. Then I guess
Should be like any minute, probably, because it.
Yeah,
probably
usually
really
it's
soon.
YouTube. So
It's probably gonna be a similar kind of to the statement that the mom made. Like maybe something. I know they're different, but probably kind of similar. But in real life,
Damage control has a time limit and a way of handling it. Neither of them way used in the decorum of this mess. Yeah. I see that NorCal girl. I seen her. She's gonna see if she can grab it.
okay.
Joan's gonna try and grab it for you.
Joan
I don't know
is
if you've
here.
seen that.
Okay, good. Joan's gonna get it. She's gonna take a break from smushing and go grab it.
Right.
Smush it over
Taking
here.
you break, smushing. Oh shit!
Pause. Take a break from smushing.
Stop that right now.
Oh,
you see him on your TV? Okay.
How's it looking?
Stop in the name of YouTube.
Power of YouTube compels you.
What are they saying about Dab Girl on Twitter?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go look.
I haven't. Joan said I am not smushy. I don't know. I just seen that when you can. Somebody today had looked at the trending topics, and she is right on there with it.
Newsweek did an article. Y'all probably know about it too, I believe.
I'm sure. The only thing I would like to know is like how does it go from here? Like, at some point, like to me, what I would hope is like now, okay, you've heard from the mother, you're about to hear from the father, you know how they feel.
Yeah.
Like I would hope.
Now let it go.
Like everybody's
I don't intend on speaking on it again after this. Now that mom and dad have spoken, pretty much this is
Right.
it. There's nothing else
Exactly.
you can do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like beating a dead horse, but
let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
It says real-time YouTube subscriber count, and it like goes down or something. I don't know. Grandma Sherry, do you know what this is?
Yeah, it's a time lapse of subscribers just in the last last couple hours.
It's like real time or
she was at 90, right?
She was at 91.2 97 or something like
Or
that.
92.7, I think.
Yeah, because she's lost about 4,000
Yeah.
subscribers
So
in
Oh
the
that's
my
last
about,
gosh.
4 days. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, if you're that big, does 4,000 matter to you?
Well, I think it's going to be a struggle. Look at Bullhorn Betty. She has been at like 24.5 for over a year. So I think it is hard to get them back.
I
And she
mean,
didn't even do anything like
Yeah,
this.
okay, so she was 92.7 and now she's down to what, 87? Is that what it said?
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, that's 4,000
Uh,
subscribers down. Science Girl
and
said 3,200 and True Crime said 4,000.
yeah,
Mhm.
she's at 89.4 right now.
her supporters will keep supporting her. I know she probably pissed off some of her
Well, yeah, when
supporters,
you're
but
trying to get to the 100,000 button, you know what I'm saying? It's 4,000's a lot. That's a lot.
And then there's the large majority that don't know anything about it. They've been subscribers. They don't even
oh,
probably
exactly.
watch her
Like
anymore, you know?
Yeah,
like
they're just
inactive
dead subs.
subscribers. Yeah, dead subs,
Dead
exactly.
subs, yeah.
Because
Wow.
how many people she gets in chat doesn't really kind of equal out to like, like Queen Bee like has like 13K and gets like 1,000 in chat, where she has 80 or 92K and she gets like 200 or 300 in chat. You know what I mean? So it's like you
Yeah.
have to like
Yeah.
there's like a core group, and
I mean,
then
this
there's
is
like
making
all
a
these
point, a
people.
similar point to you, Ellie. He said it matters because a lot of those will be active viewers, as inactive viewers aren't around to unsub anymore.
Right. That's what I was saying.
So yeah,
Well, I think
that's a
the
good
funny
point.
thing is because it went down really drastically, like 1,500 by this morning, after Brian did his thing last night with the prosecutor, and then probably tonight
That would
is going
make
to.
sense. Like all
It,
the outrage and stuff. Yep.
yeah,
Right.
people saw it. They got outraged. They unsubscribed, and then tonight with Al talking in person, that's going to carry a lot of weight.
Well, and there's been a lot of like news stations. A lot of them, I think most of the ones I've seen were in Colorado, but a lot of them have picked up, the story off of News Nation, and they've been, playing, Brian's little like recap or whatever of it.
Well, AF Pennington said it's reached the UK.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
UK media is covering it.
Wow.
Which one? I wonder which one. Like what? BBC? Or who? I wonder
So,
who. Huh.
No,
Miss
independent
Leah
thinker.
said Newsweek, Daily Mail, etc.
Yeah, I just said that.
Mm.
Oh,
Moore went down with Fox News. Yeah, and Duty Ron went hard on her.
Selena, can you hear us okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm busy chowing.
That's all right. I'm going to go ahead and mute you while you're.
I hope everyone's doing
So Fox News did something on it?
Wait, Duty Ron went where?
Yeah, Fox.
wow.
Yeah,
Lawyer,
Fox.
is on
Did you
Brian
miss our live
Entin?
earlier?
Yeah, Lawyer is on there.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
love it.
Oh,
goodness.
sweet.
Okay,
Oh
you
my
got it pulled up,
goodness.
baby, or can you pull it
It
up?
got
Because we
real.
don't have it.
It won't let me rewind
Oh,
No,
ain't that a bitch?
because it's
La-
live.
That
because
happened
it's
You could just
last
watch
live.
it
too.
Can
live.
you? Okay, well, can we turn it on wherever it's
Can
at?
we just watch it?
Here's
Yeah,
the next
we'll watch it from the
problem.
beginning. What we did. Uh-oh.
Shit,
Oh,
we're already
no.
past it, ain't we? We're 25 minutes
Oh,
in.
Jones.
We'll just wait.
Here's the next problem. I can show it, but it's gonna be jacked up because it'd be from my phone because I don't know my login to log into my computer.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just wait, baby.
Okay, yeah, because I don't watch YouTube live TV on my PC.
And another feeling I don't either. I watch it on my TV.
Does that come with Premiere or whatever it's called?
The premium thing.
Yeah, Premium.
It used to.
I have no idea. I rarely
That's how I
watch
used
it.
to watch it. I used to have premium.
Oh,
Well,
they
Mama.
said, what about, can you put your phone next to it and like let it play?
Oh
And,
yeah, that's what I said. I can
We
even
could listen
show
to
it.
it.
It's
and
just
hear the sound?
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's do
she'd
it.
have to put
Until
me
we
on
could
full
find it.
screen.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. I think so.
Okay.
And then we'll watch the whole thing from the beginning. You know?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Sam,
If Queen thinks okay, we're like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Queen
I
wants
know.
to.
Hell, Queen might not want to.
Queen, can you put the cover on?
I don't
Oh,
think
I
we
did
need the
that on
cover because
purpose,
then you
man.
can't
Yeah, I was
see.
gonna show the TV if
Yeah.
y'all wanted it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just trying to protect.
Whoops.
well, okay.
You want me to turn it on,
You can turn it on.
No.
You want me to?
You can
Yeah,
turn it on.
she's gonna put it on her TV and she's gonna play it.
Sorry,
Never
shambles.
mind. Never mind.
All right, y'all ready? You got to
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
me. You're gonna have to put me big. There you go.
Oh my God! Look,
Yeah.
there's Peter.
That's as good as we're gonna get.
Little
We'll take
hottie. Like I
Lawyer-
said, we'll watch it. We can watch it when it comes out on YouTube in a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
we
little
can
hottie.
start watching at the end and then go back to the beginning.
Yeah,
At
we
least.
cool.
Okay.
We cool. We cool.
But there's literally a law in place with an
Hi.
exception for autopsy photos, especially of minors that have died as a result of domestic violence. And the only way that those can be released is if it is to the deceased parents or close family members. So these autopsy photos should have never been included in any Freedom of Information Act request. And frankly, there is a third-degree felony in the
Perfect.
statute for the custodian of records if they willfully and knowingly released
Oh my
these
God.
documents. Now, my guess is what happened is she requested the entire file and they sent the entire file and just didn't do their job to look through and pull these photos out.
And that happens. As I was talking about with Gigi, I mean, there have been so many times I put in a request and you get documents you're not supposed to have and names that aren't redacted that are supposed to be redacted. And that's where you as a journalist are supposed to say, I've got ethics and I'm not going to go there. And that's the problem, I think, with some of the YouTube creators. I want to move on to a different topic just while I have you guys, because it was other big news that broke just within the last couple of hours. The University of Idaho has now announced that they will not be demolishing the home
Oh, good.
on King Road where the 4 students were killed. Initially, it was going to be demolished any day now. There was a lot of people upset about it, including some of the victims' families saying, please keep it up until the trial in October. And now they've made this decision. We're not going to tear it down until at least October. Peter, I'm curious what you think, because I've been interviewing prosecutors and defense attorneys for the last month. Everyone's pretty much agreed, like they didn't understand why the house had to come down.
Right. And I think when you read some of the correspondence between the state and the defense in this case, you start to understand a little bit more why they didn't object to the house coming down, because all the testing has been done. The house is no longer of use. Things have been removed. It's not appropriate for a jury view because it's not in a similarly situated position as it was the night of the crimes. So you can start to understand it. But in my mind, I'm thinking, in an abundance of caution, why don't we just keep it? God forbid something happens where we need to go back in the house. Some expert needs to see it. Some law enforcement officer needs to look at something again. Brian Koberger's alibi comes out and the state needs to go reinvestigate something at the house. Why demolish it? And I think good on the University of Idaho, because they did not need a court order or some motion from a lawyer, but they decided to hold off until October. And we'll see what that means if the case gets continued. But I think they made the right decision at this point.
Yeah, it seems like it. We only have about 30 seconds left. Real quick, Gigi. There were a lot of people upset about this, including the families. It does seem like initially the university was more concerned about sort of PR, the students being nervous when they came back to campus and having to see the house. But now I think they're realizing that there was some backlash if they were going to tear the house down.
Right. And I'm sure it is traumatic, especially for people that knew and loved the victims, to see that house. But at the same time,
You guys want to keep watching this with the Idaho stuff, or does it matter? Okay.
I'll watch it.
maybe
Yeah.
that house, I think it's the right call. Hopefully it sticks through trial.
Well, Gigi, Lauren, and Peter, you all do a great job. That's why I wanted to have you on. You're always focused on the victims. And like you said, I mean, I think it's about ethics. It's about putting the victims first. I think, the true crime community has shown that in a sense they can almost police themselves because everybody's just erupted in madness since this all happened. Thank you all for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Good job, Joneson.
Thank you, Joneson.
Thank you,
That was
Joneson.
awesome.
Yes.
Good arm work.
Thank you, Jonesy.
Well,
Thank
hell,
you,
it wasn't
Johnson.
but 20 seconds of what we. What do you mean?
They're just thanking you because they got to see the lawyer you know.
Well,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah, he's a cutie.
listen, if that ever happens again, we can do that this way. Because what they do is they go live.
Yeah.
If it's a bigger segment, they'll go live and then they won't release it until like hours later.
Right.
Yeah. They might not
So
release it right away.
So
Yeah.
yesterday, somebody had they had people were streaming it, so it was right on there. You know what I mean?
Some of them are. Some of them you can do right away. But then the other ones, it's so
Hopefully
weird.
somebody did. Hopefully we'll find one real quick. We're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go
yeah.
look for one.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
go
go
look
eat.
too.
All right. I
Ah,
was,
Right,
Jonesy.
man,
I
we should have
tried.
been thinking
Go back
ahead.
to
We
smushing.
definitely should
Okay,
have
go
been
back to
thinking
smush.
ahead, but
So,
you know,
Well, I
smush
mean,
away.
had to take one. I had to get,
well,
had to
for
go.
now on, we know if it's a longer interview, like if it's an actual setup interview, we need to get on live TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't
we
know it
can
was gonna be
prepare.
live, like a live, like that. I thought it was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
I
that's
didn't
okay.
either.
We,
See, they're
it's
trying
Yeah,
to make money too, right?
we'll
that's right.
prepare
Make
for
it.
next time. We got live TV. Thank Fur Baby because this is her account. So
Okay,
Aw,
thank you,
Oh
Fur
wow!
Baby.
Shout
baby.
out to Fur
Thank you, Fur
Baby
Baby.
providing all
Thank
the
you, Miss
stolen
Johnson.
accounts.
I
Teamwork
know I'm
makes
Mama
gonna get
the
the
Johnson.
shit.
dream work.
We're gonna put it on the internet on my computer next. Okay. All right.
That's
I'm
right.
going to eat.
Teamwork
Yeah.
makes the
Bye.
dream work.
Yeah, she'd be
Yes,
rich and
baby.
shit.
Hey, look, they said the Glaire's playing it. We'll go steal his stream right here.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Oh, there you
We'll
go. You
go
can
There we
rewind.
go. We're friends with the glare.
Does he have the whole thing though? Did he get the whole thing or no?
I'm sure. Let me go check. Let me look.
Says he's playing last night's. He couldn't find it.
Oh, well, he's worse off than us. Oh no. Let me go. I'll see
No,
who else
he's got it on there today. This one's today's. Oh no, that's last night.
Oh.
That is last night.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, Claire, what are you doing?
Oh man, he won't take one for the team and go out with BHP.
This one says someone
Drop
said
the ball on the video.
Yeah,
someone
we're
said
not
the
gonna
lawyer you wish.
be
The lawyer you wish. You know.
today. Okay.
We always say the lawyer we all want to know.
Yeah.
Right. That we
I
all
love he goes to the chat, He goes to chat,
Queen, what did you say?
so fine. Shit. I said he is so fucking fine. Oh, after I said today, I'm no longer speaking on that right now. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gag order. Judy Ron, I think, might have it. Somebody said I was just gonna go look there.
I looked and he don't.
Oh, you did? Oh, damn it, Judy Ron.
Yeah.
Slacking.
I know. What's up with these men slacking? I swear.
Would the lawyer have it?
We can pop it on. We can do it when it uploads. It'll upload.
He'll have it late. He'll have it in a bit. I bet it'll be on Twitter or somewhere.
Don't act
soon.
like y'all are leaving right now. Come on now.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
I can't believe she says, can someone please email me contact info for Landon that is accurate and up to date if possible? Thank you. She had
Right?
300
I cannot believe that.
Oh, shit. Menace to Sobriety is going hard at her on Twitter.
Busy. Menace has no
really?
chill on Twitter. He was
Yeah.
probably
No
like
chill.
one of the first people I started following. I don't even do Twitter like that, but his stuff, I'd be like, oh, I gotta follow him.
Yeah, you follow Menace on Twitter.
See, I used to never, ever do Twitter, ever. Like, there was one girl that used to come up here talking about Twitter all the time. I'm like, we don't even fuck with Twitter. We don't we don't fuck with it at all. And here I am.
Yeah,
Twitter can't sit with us.
Now I got a tweet.
I hear you get on StreamYard.
And he's tweeting away.
Well, you know what? Now that his mom said her piece or whatever, so made a post, said what she needed to say. I'm waiting for his dad to say what he needs to say, and that's really that. Like I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
She
right? It's done.
She would definitely, well,
yeah, imagine going famous for this reason.
Right.
And not just YouTube famous, but worldwide famous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody's chat is saying the New York Post posted an article about her.
Her
just
and Ryan
linked it
are
in the
friends.
back chat.
Oh yeah, Grandma Sher just put it in there as you were saying that. That was crazy. Yep.
That's because we're synced with our tinfoil hats.
Yep. True crime YouTuber slammed for charging this See autopsy photos of murdered boy 11. Wow.
Yeah, they just
Shit,
posted
you made it to
like,
New York Post, girlfriend. That's
ooh,
scary.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Uh-oh. Not the Post.
Yeah, so Flo Mama,
Uh,
I'm actually interested in seeing if that happens. She said I would expect YouTube to cut ties any day now.
do you think?
I'm actually interested to see as like it's just picking up, right? And so it may continue to go and go and go. I'm interested to see what YouTube does.
Will they review our channel to see if there's any violations or like
Yeah, see,
Well,
or
and
is
then I
that
yeah,
think like, are they
targeted?
just gonna put out a statement that says, you know, we reviewed it, doesn't go against any of our terms of service, you know, we're good. I don't know.
Yeah,
well,
B. Tim said
it.
you see what he
Go ahead.
wrote?
No,
I have no
Mama, you were
sympathy for Zav. She sat around while so many people suffered harassment, let her get a piece of her own medicine. That's
Exactly.
true.
Ooh, beat him all spicy. Um, it took several days, maybe a week, before Jimmy Con was kicked after Rolling Stone.
Oh yeah. Or yeah, it was
Oh,
like a
that's true.
yeah, that kind of happened kind of quick
Yeah,
from the Rolling Stone though article.
exactly. And that was just one thing. And this is like all
Several, like a news
over.
station and New York Post. I mean, that's
And
interesting. New York, yeah.
the Daily Mail in the UK.
Wow, Zav,
Well,
you really, really spreading
yeah,
around. Infamous now, isn't she?
yeah. You know, we
Me
were
too,
talking
Auntie.
we were talking earlier about mental health and taking care of ourselves. This has been a really, really stressful 3 or 4 days, and emotions have run so high. And I think a lot of us have been affected in ways that we might not recognize as having Gannon's autopsy photos as the root cause. And I just want to remind everybody to recognize what's going on in themselves and to step away, to do some self-care, make sure you hydrate and exercise and talk to somebody if you need it, because this has been huge. My Big Mac is on Zav. We'll get a swift boot out of here. Are we
Okay.
betting? Are we betting fast food? What?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
I
going to say, oh wow, a Big Mac kind of sounds good right now.
well, I'm a little zooted, so just about anything munchy sounds good.
Honestly, I don't know that. That's why I asked earlier. Do you think she can come back from this? Honestly,
No.
I think it's a little too late. I think she should have apologized and took it down instead of like reposting it and trying to repost it once the link was like a dead link and they kept, taking it down. She kept trying to repost it. I think that's where people really got pissed.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and I'm not Zav defending, but honestly, when you do something that you think is okay and you're just sharing it with friends and whatnot, and then you get a whole bunch of backlash, your automatic reaction is going to be defensive.
Well, it'll be defensive in the beginning, but then wouldn't you? I mean, naturally, while I may be defensive out front, wouldn't I naturally be talking to people in private, like my subs who like,
Yeah,
these are my people. They've been here for years. Like I know they've got my back and my best interest. To me, I would think in my mind that I would go to those same people and be like, okay, look, this is what I do it. I see it starting to pick up. I see people are starting to, bash me about this. What do you think? And I would hope that I have people around me that even if I didn't want to hear it, they'd be like, yeah, no, that probably shouldn't have got out. You didn't handle it very responsibly. You shouldn't have had him in the first place. Like whatever the case may be, right?
right.
And then you just come back and take it down, end it all, make your post. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was going to do this. I was negligent, and move on with your life.
With no buts.
No
I think she
buts.
needs to hire you as her publicist right now.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
I
I don't.
agree.
I don't. I
I'm
don't.
just joking. No, or just take
Nah.
that
I don't. I
advice.
don't. No, thank you, friend. You
I'm
know.
just joking.
Nah. I offer PR services for people, but definitely not those who are in that type of circumstance.
Well, I'm just saying, take that advice from that
I would
lady.
take uni before I took her.
Ew.
I,
True Crime Dime was talking about how when Jaundice showed or he tried to unblur the Kylie Rodney photos that on the video, it says people were outraged for a week and then forgot, and he's doubled his sub since then. Yeah,
So
but
I
he's
think the thing is, and I think the difference to me, two things is number one, I think, Kylie Rodney was an accident versus like this is a brutal attack on a little boy.
right.
People didn't watch. People were watching like the search for her, right, and the stupid stuff going on online, but they didn't watch a murder trial for her.
Right.
And then lastly, my understanding, which don't come for me, True Crime Dime, is that while the blurring was it was not like completely unblurred, it was still left out. Like you could see the outline of a body, but you couldn't actually see a body itself, kind of a thing. That's my understanding. So I think that's the reason why people overlooked it or let it go and moved on, until his next fuck shit display of the doxing.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that I don't follow him and I don't really want to look at his stuff, but I'm wondering how much of that is actually on the Summer Wells surf, you know, about doubling his subs because I don't think he doubled his subs on Kylie Rodney.
Well, I think he doubled his subs prior to with the Marvon stuff, and Kylie Rodney was kind of mixed in there during that time.
And do
So
you think?
that may be why, like, there's kind of like maybe like an illusion that that's when it happened. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it, but do you think some of those were from the Molly Exodus?
Well, no, because I think he's been pretty stagnant for a little while. Like I don't think he's growing like that. I'd have to go on Social Blade and look, but I don't think he's growing like that even since her Exodus because they shared subs.
Right.
So he has his own like people who didn't like her but liked him kind of a thing. So he has some of those as well. Um, I don't know. I hate to say it, but like people think that he's likable. And so this kind of stuff, like it does, unfortunately. And then plus, let's be real, reviewing his content is like death by 1,000 knives.
Oh, I know.
It is so hard.
I wish B Tim was up here. He does a great Jaundice impersonation.
Oh, does she? Does he?
No, B Tim, yeah. When he and Bert Toast were on panel.
The New York Post.
Yeah, they were
True
reading
crime
it earlier.
from
Yep.
charging to see autopsy photos of then she's all over. Like this is crazy. She is everywhere.
I really
Wow.
hope that she's got enough of a moral compass in that soul or some kind of soul that this breaks through and teaches her some kind of lesson, you know.
Well, I'm concerned because she's an addict in recovery.
Oh
And
Lord.
as we know that all addicts for the rest of their lives are in recovery.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
and I don't mean any shade at all. There's a lot of addicts who are in recovery who still have a moral compass that's not affected by it. There's a lot of addicts in recovery that like they're not shit people.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nanya, what I was going to say,
Sorry.
is no, that's okay. Is that this is a lot. I mean, it was a mistake, and like I said, I'm not a Zav apologist, but I'm hoping that her mental health holds up. and that she does get through this. I'm trying to give some grace because, you know, I just think what she did is horrendous, and I can't wrap my head around it. But at the same time, as a human, and I'm looking at her, and I just really hope that she's okay, because this is a lot. This is a lot when you're internationally being bashed. Um,
Yeah, I can see that.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Who's
As a mom, I would hate to see my daughter go through something like that. Even if she did flub up that bad, I would hate for her to see her go through it. So I can feel for the girl in a way.
well, and
Just really hope, you know.
I feel for her, but at the same time, I'm still totally repulsed
Oh yeah.
that even happened. You know. No, that was somebody in the back of Queen. That wasn't Grandpa
Yeah, I was gonna
Sherry.
say that's Deets dropped the link, but that's not the right link. That's not the she said duty run, but that's from yesterday because that's I mean we tried. That's not the right one. So.
Oh. Oh.
I found the trending on Twitter.
What number
Yeah.
is she?
Oh,
It,
did
I
you
mean,
send it?
who should I send
Hills
it to
was
you?
asking
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have. It's just I just took a screenshot of like a trend,
Yeah.
like a list that says trending, and it
Yeah,
was
she's
number one on my list. But like, I mean, Catherine was number two. Like Cat
the full one.
Pervert.
She said that's the full one from yesterday. We were looking for the full one from today, from tonight,
Oh,
because
the
from
thing. Oh, the actual interview. Okay, I think. Let me look for that. I thought you meant the trending. Okay, let me look.
Um.
Yeah, I think that it's very hard for, while I understand what you're saying, Grandma Sherry, I think that people who have seen her, like, this isn't her first time, right? This may be the first time that she's gone to this extreme, but like she hasn't taken the time to consider other people's. And so I think that a lot of people struggle with giving that grace to consider hers when she's never considered anybody else's, you know? So
Exactly. Yeah, but
exactly.
the Kylie Rodney backlash was from us. It was from the YouTube community. Okay, that didn't go anywhere except maybe Truckee, and people knew about it there.
no, but I mean, with that though, she still made a choice, right? She still made, like, what she did within that was not right. She didn't
Yes.
consider the victim. She didn't consider the victim's family. She just thought of the clicks and views and of connecting with another YouTuber that could potentially bring her more of that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
No,
I agree totally.
no, I agree with that. But what I'm looking at is a big picture. Is that you know here on YouTube, you can call somebody out and you can get people going, that's disgusting and stop that and all that. It's still our microcosm. And, like other creators who shall not be named, will say, oh, it doesn't matter because they're just haters and blah, 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 they're trolls. Um, this is something on a galactic level. This has gone international. And so before, I don't think she had the opportunity to actually look at it and say, wow, that was really effed up of me. I didn't even consider the family because she was still raking in money. She was with the $3 million rock star cowboy guy. And so there wasn't a lesson learned there. Now this is like a huge, huge thing.
The
Just
Glare has it right now. So maybe we could watch his like a few minutes from like starting a few minutes ago. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry.
I think he's playing the one from last night though.
No, he's playing the dad right now.
Ellie, I used to adore you.
I'm sorry. What happened? You don't adore me anymore? What I do?
No,
Time to
I
break up.
I
I'm
still
feeling,
Uh-oh.
right? I'm totally feeling ping
Oh,
pong
got it, got
balls
it,
next
got it.
to
Oh
I
Ellie.
my God. Too
still
soon. Too soon. I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry. I still adore you.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
Well,
you.
I don't know. I'm still a little upset. You
Uh-oh,
mentioned
it's
pizza
okay.
earlier, and I've been dying for pizza ever since you mentioned that. So,
I mentioned pizza? Or
no,
Grandma
Deets
Sherry
did.
did?
oh, was
Oh,
that Deeks that mentioned pizza? Okay,
Casey
someone
On
mentioned
asked.
pizza.
on
I'm sorry, my
Jonesy,
bad. I thought it was you.
you
Casey
know,
I
did.
take it back. I take
Yeah.
it back. I totally
I
still
do
like
love
you.
pizza though.
Deets was getting Casey's pizza. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
Okay.
from the worm
No,
place
baby,
where
I
she can
just
get
went and checked
worms.
again. It's not. It's from last night. It's just, I just went and checked again.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
really? I thought. Okay,
Nope. Yep. I just went and checked it again.
way
It's
at
from
the
last
end.
night. It's the DA. Yeah. That's the DA talking
Oh,
with him.
oh,
Okay.
I thought it was the dad. No, okay,
No, no,
really?
no. No, that's the
Oh,
DA. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a crush on that DA. Let me tell you, he's a cutie for a nerd and a half. He's a total cutie.
Queen, is it Casey's Pizza?
That's
Is that what
crazy.
it's called?
Yeah. It's the bomb. It's a gas station, and they make
Yeah.
pizza. It is the bomb.
Oh man.
So it's Stationista Pizza.
Oh yeah. I've had some really good stationista pizza. I got a hankering for pizza
It's
once I
like,
heard that earlier, and it's been driving me up the wall. Let me tell you.
yeah, it's
And I had to
it's
settle for
like
a can of
when you're
ravioli.
hungover, you know,
Um,
like the pizza you get when you're hungover. You know what I mean? Like it's
Oh
the
yeah.
ooh, the
Oh yeah.
greasy kind.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Been there many times.
Need the grease when you're hungover.
Oh yeah.
guys, the glare is definitely okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It is. I was wrong. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, but
It's
he
okay,
We
was
baby.
forgive you
live.
this time, Ellie.
I'm sorry. I messed on the shambles.
Please hold while I write that in the notes.
Uh-oh, put it in my folder. Send it to B Tim for my folder.
Dun dun dun. It's going on a whiteboard now.
That's right. Ellie has her own whiteboard.
Ooh.
Ellie
And
with underlines and exclamation points,
in
plural.
my
Exactly.
universe, the glare is alive, and then you guys, he's not. It's like a Mandela effect. I'm in a different reality than you guys.
It's
right now, I guess.
alive. It's alive.
Glare is live right now. No, he's not. Glare is live right now. No, he's not.
He
Glare's
is
playing
though.
yesterday's. No, Glare's playing
I
today.
know. It
Oh.
is the prosecutor now. I
Oh
just
my
thought it was
god.
bad.
He's Schrodinger's cat. Is he
The
live? Is he
Chronicles of
not?
Ellie coming
He
soon.
is.
Stop it,
Chronicles of
independent
Ellie
thinker.
coming soon.
Stop
Yes.
it. The rise and fall all in a few day time. Oh my gosh.
My $10,000 question is, what does it mean when you crave a Twinkie?
They don't even make them anymore, I thought. Or they do, kind of, right?
Oh, I had
Yeah,
no
they do, but it's
idea.
the
Not,
new. It's
yeah,
not the
not
old
the
kind.
not the old ones.
Evidently, you're
Not
having
the
a
old one.
you're having a preservative deficit
Oh,
Have fun,
okay.
Bonner.
in your
A
diet.
preservative deficit.
Yeah, because they say that you can take them out of the wrapper and they won't.
Oh, forever. They stay for
They do
lifetime.
stay
They
forever.
live forever.
Right, they don't actually disintegrate or mold or anything. You
Ooh,
know,
that
it's
scares me. That's
that
scary to me.
is. And
Oh,
by
I
the
know.
way,
Me
I
neither,
do.
but for some reason, I've been, like the pizza, I've been craving a Twinkie.
Well, just so
Oh,
you guys know, there's a manhunt for a murderer that escaped. Multiple
Oh,
I
yeah,
states
that guy in Pennsylvania.
heard
murders.
that. That's creepy.
They have not found him yet.
Now, this was 4 hours ago. So
For the suspected murderer who escaped the Pennsylvania County Jail nearly a week ago now. Fox's Mills
That is so
Hayes is live
crazy.
in Warren, Pennsylvania. And Mills, how is the search going?
And he's a survivalist.
Hey, Christine. Well, today police announced that they are looking for more information on a drone they believe that was flying in the area the day before the inmate actually escaped. They're looking for more information on that, but so far they've received more than 500 tips. Hundreds of police are on the hunt for escaped inmate Michael Burham.
I have a strong belief that he is receiving help.
Elizabeth Hensley Seaver says she dated the suspected killer. She says Burham has more than a decade of military training and police may be underestimating him.
They just thought he was the everyday guy who was going to sit there complacently. And I believe that from the minute they caught him, he was probably planning an escape or looking for an escape.
This is not the first time he's been on the run. Burham is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, Kayla Hodgkins, and then setting another ex's car on fire before leading police on a manhunt from Pennsylvania.
Girl, all the
Damn.
exes?
Damn. See what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You just really
Right?
never know.
Because he
Shit.
didn't just go for his ex. He went for his X squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Wow.
Yeah, that's scary. Of course he's in the woods. They're always in the woods.
Always.
Right?
To South
Here we
Carolina in May.
He's a smart guy. He loves strategy, and he loves to think about what he's got versus what you've got. So I think they thought they were dealing with an idiot. He outsmarted them so many times now, and I hate it. I hate that he's on the loose after what he did to Kayla.
Police say Burham used gym equipment to reach a hole in the roof and then climb down a rope made of bed sheets.
There's a roof, there's a hole in the roof with a cage, and he was in there with 3 other inmates.
Warren County Commissioner Jeff Eagleston says a guard was watching the inmates on camera, but responded too late to catch him.
Everything associated with the yard and the people inside and how they're observed is going to be reviewed and potentially changed.
Wait a second. Wait.
This is actually the jail right here.
So this commissioner wants you to believe that
they
while
were
the
up on
guard is
top.
watching this camera, he stacked up enough gym equipment to get to the ceiling, threw his whole little sheets tied all up together to
Which had to
skedaddle
have
down
been
the
a
wall.
roll. Had to have been a big ass roll. Look at this wall. Look at
Threw
that.
it out the window, got down, but it was too late for the deputy to respond.
Look at that. Ain't no fucking way he had that many sheets unless he scaled that wall a little bit. Like, seriously.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, was the guard watching Punked, or what is it called? The Jerk or Jackass? And he got it confused with the actual monitors?
Wow.
And there was 3 other people in the room with him.
And there was, hold on, and he said they had a fucking drone flying over there. What do you think he probably had him drop off to him? Come on.
No,
man.
I think they had the drone looking for him.
Oh, I thought they said there was a drone a couple days before he got out.
Oh.
No, it was after he got out. It took him an hour to an hour and a half before they realized he was gone.
Playing Where's Waldo after playing Willie Nation and not watching
his ass. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See? Here, look. Right. I wonder if it's the trustees because they're not going to let. He said there was a case. Let me listen to this again. Hold on. Let's go back to the start because she said this is the jail right here behind her. Okay, right behind her. If you look to like the left side of her, right there is that long ass wall. Ain't no fucking way they didn't see his sheet.
But is she at the prison itself, or is she at
She said this right here is the jail behind her. And if you look, that's that long ass wall right there with the little lid. Look. She said, and this is the jail behind me. Here, we'll play it again. Let's listen to the shit again.
Yeah, listen.
Search going.
Hey, Christine. Well, today, police announced that they are looking for more information on a drone they believe that was flying in the area the day before the inmate actually escaped. They're looking for more information on.
Okay, so the drone was there the day before he escaped.
Yep.
So my thing is, though, is they're looking for it now after he escaped. Why weren't they looking at it while it was over the prison?
Right. Well, they're looking for it now because obviously it dropped keys or something. It dropped something. I don't know what it dropped, but it dropped something, baby.
Maybe it was an Amazon delivery.
Dropped him some McDonald's.
Could have been a little snack.
Oh my God! Did he work in the laundry, or how did he get that many
longer
sheets?
sheet?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because he would have had to tie several sheets together. Okay, let's listen to the. Here we go. Let's dive.
Wait.
Sounds
So
like
he
Jeffrey
got all
Epstein.
these sheets and took them in the gym room, but not one guard seen him.
No, and he And
This
he
is his
stacked
second
up gym
escape?
equipment. Like, this doesn't even sound. This sounds
What?
really.
What he took some. He
I
took a
can't.
what with him? He took others. He like robbed the jail too. What'd you say? No.
Yes. Okay, let's listen to the rest.
On that, but so far they've received more than 500 tips. Hundreds of police are on the hunt for escaped inmate Michael Burham.
I have a strong belief that he is receiving help.
Elizabeth Hensley Seaver says she dated the suspected killer. She says Burham has more than a decade of military training and police may be underestimating him.
They just thought he was the everyday guy who was going to sit there complacently. And I believe that from the minute they caught him, he was probably planning an escape or looking for an escape.
This is not the first time he's been on the run. Burham is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, Kayla Hodgkins, and then
First
of
of all, I
all,
need to know
why
what the hell
is that ex
tattoo
coming out
was.
on the news?
What, right? But what is that tattoo on his arm? That's what I need to know. It looks like a little drawing of like a 3-year-old drew it or something.
No, it's a tiger.
I thought it was a tiger with a monkey head.
Yeah,
No,
it looks very weird.
I think it's a tiger crawling down his arm. That's what I thought.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
that's
a
what I thought
monkey,
too.
with a
It's
monkey head.
definitely a prisoner homemade tat. That's for sure. Get what you pay for. Anyhow, so what was you gonna say?
I just want to know why is this ex-girlfriend speaking out?
Well, he killed the other one. They're saying.
No, I know, but the girl who was just talking about how like they underestimated him, like he's he
Right.
outsmarted him multiple
She
times,
better get in
whatever.
a safe house.
Well, 15 minutes of fame. Oh, look,
Okay.
he's my ex. He killed another one of his exes. I'm going to get on TV. Maybe Dr. Phil.
Yeah, probably.
More than likely.
I'm a little cynical tonight. I'm sorry.
No, I'm there with you. I'm trying to figure that out too. Because if no one's helping him, he's out in the woods playing Sasquatch. If he's got good military training, he knows what to do.
And
he's
this
out
is
there doing it.
Hey, I mean, he could live out there for years.
not
yeah.
not his first escape rodeo either.
Right.
Shit, he knows with a murder charge he'll be gone for life. So he's gonna stay gone hidden as long as he can, obviously.
Yeah, girlfriend on the interview could be next.
Setting another ex's car on fire before leading police on a manhunt from Pennsylvania to South Carolina in May.
He's a smart guy. He loves strategy and he loves to think about what he's got versus what you've got. So I think they thought they were dealing with an idiot. He outsmarted them so many times now. And I hate it. I hate that he's on the loose after what he did to Kayla.
Police say Burham used gym equipment to reach a hole in the roof and then climb down a rope made of bed sheets.
There's a roof. There's a hole in the roof with a cage, and he was in there with 3 other inmates.
There's a roof.
Why?
And there's a hole in the cage and the roof.
And he was in there with 3 other inmates. Why?
He was in there with 3 other inmates. Okay.
Why? Why?
Right.
Why was you in a cage in a hole in the ceiling with 3 other inmates? Why?
Right.
And they were watching on the camera.
And he was a murder suspect at that.
Bring your funky asses out of there. Yeah, only one at a time, and make sure.
Right.
They-
So
I mean,
he just bailed on the other 3 guys.
With the other 2.
And if he was in there with 3 other inmates, he said. But if he
3 other, yeah, so it would have been
if
4.
he had escaped before,
damn,
wouldn't you want to keep an extra eye on him? Like 3 extra sets of eyes on him?
You would think so.
Well, they might
He
have
did
had
that with Bundy as well.
They were supposed to go next, but didn't make it. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, they might have had it set up. He might have had a deal with one of them where the other one was supposed to go after him, and because I mean, they all could have slid down those. They all could have.
He seems very resourceful. I'm just saying, that's scary as hell.
Look, if one slid down, you know what I mean, using them sheets, the other 3 could have slid down using them sheets and went straight out with them.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but maybe they couldn't climb on top of the gym equipment, or maybe
Right.
they were like, "Nah, I'm not extending my sentence. I'm almost out, dog. Like, see ya."
Right. Because
I don't
they're
know.
at jail. I don't even think they're out of prison. I think they're out of jail. I don't think he's been sentenced to no prison time yet.
Yeah, it's probably a hole in the ceiling for maintenance to get up there to access the roof and whatever's up there, which is
Right.
why they put a cage around it so that
So
shit
they
like
could
this
be out
doesn't
of it.
happen.
Right.
How long has he been in that he was able to find that whole? I mean, did he see like maintenance climbing through it? I would love to interview him one day.
Evidently, he's a wily
Yes, it's
coyote.
county. You know what? Let's look this up and do an aerial view. Let's go fucking.
Field
Grain is in the
trip.
back.
I wonder if
Sorry.
field
Back
trip.
chat.
No, Grain is.
You're there.
I wonder
Okay,
if
you're
they
here.
probably block it out because you can't do. There's certain you can't. You're not even supposed to fly drones over the jails and prisons.
Right.
That's probably why they're looking to see what the hell he had in there. Because you're not
Right.
supposed to fly him over them
Yeah.
at all. It's illegal. You know, like they'll shoot that shit down and you won't get it back.
I see you, Green.
All right, here we go.
County Commissioner Jeff Eagleston says a guard was watching the inmates on camera, but responded too late to catch him.
I had to pause this view. Okay, look. Is that where's the cage? Up here at the top, very like right hand side with the okay, look in the middle. Now see the pillars right there. If you look up, there's like in the very corner by the 3 windows, 1, 2, 3, the glass windows in the middle.
Ain't no
Like a
way.
vent?
Ain't no way you're gonna tell me he went down the front of the building to the parking lot and just walked away.
While a guard watched him on video.
Yes.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
That's crazy. Yes, Green.
Okay.
Because you know he used those window ledges as
They should
well.
like let him stay out because he deserves it. I don't know. So
Holy shit, man.
I'm
This
kidding,
is like
I'm kidding.
one of those. Nah.
No, he's setting stuff on fire and killing people. No, he doesn't need to be out.
No, he doesn't.
Joking.
No, I know. Oh, sweetheart, Ellie, you know I love you, and no matter what you think or anything, I know.
Free all the prisoners. I'm
Oh,
like
gosh.
going total anarchy. I'm just kidding.
I know you're just so defensive because you've been beat up so much
No,
lately.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm all about self care. I'm like good on myself. You know, I'm not beating myself up for everybody else beating me up.
Well,
Well,
Steph
not
beats
everybody.
love.
You know.
All right, I'm gonna finish this, and I'll probably pause it again, but I'm gonna play it for just a few minutes to see what she says. To listen to this story real quick.
Okay.
Everything associated with the yard and the people inside and how they're observed is going to be reviewed and potentially changed.
This is actually the jail right here where Burham escaped last Thursday, and they've already made some changes to the jail by getting rid of getting rid of exercise equipment. That was what Burham used to climb on top of and get out of the roof.
Bitch, how much?
If he used exercise equipment, then that means all 4 of them tried to climb up out that roof.
I mean, he was just stacking like what? A treadmill on top of a weight bench
Yoga
on top
mats?
of a.
Right. He probably did like a weight bench on top of something, and then
But
or had them help.
do you
or
see
something.
how tall that
No.
building is to get to the roof?
Right, but I mean, they were probably up on like the 3rd or 4th level already with the gym equipment. You know what I'm saying? They probably were trustees and they could be out alone.
Oh, so you think he was already up on the top floor?
Yeah, and I think what little equipment they had to use that to scale to the ceiling to pop up in that whatever
So
it is.
these 3 other inmates just in there at the gym working out, and all of a sudden he comes over, takes the bench from them.
Yes, because you do 2 cellies. You do that's 4. You know what I'm saying? You do 2 that you'd pop 2 cells or even 1 cell with 4 and take them all down to the gym at the same time. You know what I mean? Like to work out at the same time. Yeah. Then you take
And then just
shower,
propel. I mean, they did say he had military experience.
at the same time. take them
Sorry,
all
go
back
ahead.
to the cells at the same time. You line them up at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that the hole in the roof was actually something that needed to be repaired. You know what I mean? Because every roof has, in buildings like this, they have like an access port where you can come from the inside to gain access to the roof. And that's what it sounds like. So I just saw someone saying, so did they repair the hole?
Who's gonna make that a gym though? Hello? Anything that you can stack. I mean, with a hole.
Exactly. It just
Prison or a jail.
but whether it's a prison or a jail or whether it's, a hotel with secured locks, I don't know. This is just ridiculous.
Now I do understand, like, if it sounds like he had, I don't know how long, but his military experience is going to help him with the propelling with the sheets. It's going to help him to find the exits and all that kind of stuff. So
All
like,
right.
I get that
This
for
is
sure,
Dad's,
and the survival even afterwards.
Oh, you have it? I was just looking for this. Oh, good.
Yep.
It's
Dad's interview. Let's watch it, y'all.
Okay.
I'm going to mute.
It's hard to, we just finished the trial just over 2 months ago, Brian, and now we're having to kind of relive some of this stuff and not being able to put it behind us.
Yeah, and I think for me, like, what really pushed it over the edge was the charging the money. I mean, obviously posting it alone would be disgusting, but then charging money to see those photos, it's really, really just awful.
The word I use to describe it is evil, Brian. In my opinion, it's just evil. Like the world got enough information from the trial to have every discussion they want to have. Why do we need to go have a freedom of information request and pay for this kind of information and then dishonor my son by putting these photos out there like that? I mean, the world got to see it. I don't know how well you followed it, but the only day I chose not to come to the trial was the day that they showed the autopsy photos. Now I feel like I can't even go on YouTube without the possibility of accidentally coming across these photos.
Yeah. And
Wow.
And that's
How
fucking sad
unfortunate.
because you know what? It comes right because it comes up on social media, your TikToks, your algorithms. I mean, and I'm sure Gannon's in his algorithm because he talks about him and he has pictures of him and you know what I'm saying? The trial, the news, you know what I mean? I'm definitely, and that's why Landon said they had to go immediately through their daughter's phone and try to take care of it. That's why I think Science Girl she had good intentions. And I think what she was doing was, attempting to try to help as a mother, putting herself in them shoes. Would I want somebody to help me, let me know so I could be prepared and not just come across it. So I just, man, I feel for these guys and I'm so disappointed that Zav Girl did this.
And I when we talked to the prosecutor last night, I mean, they made a special effort to make sure that those photos were not released on the live stream. In other trials that I've covered, they always do that. I mean, they just want the jurors to see them because that's part of obviously the legal process, but it's not the kind of thing that the public needs to see at all. Do you think you may take legal action? Is there anything that you can do to get these off the internet to sort of like protect your son?
We've talked through some of those options. The hard part, Brian, is I am just emotionally and psychologically and financially maxed out from the last 3+ years of this process. To take legal action, I just don't know if I have that in me. But what I'm trying to do with you tonight, and I appreciate you having us on, is to help shape the narrative. And I don't really think I have to do much. Based on the messages you've received and the feedback I've seen from other responses, I don't think it's going to take much from us to have these people, repointed in the right direction.
Yeah, I think.
Wow, look at this. Ellen Yates, this is sick. Kissy May says, my heart breaks for Gannon's family all over again. Thank you, Brian, for speaking out. Mr. I am white. I feel this should be criminal when dealing with a child. P laws should apply. Claudette Gold said lawsuit and will be banned one day. Says the family should take every penny she earned and more. And I heard NC's being real nasty in her live, but you know what? Natasha Cooper, I mean, she better be careful. That's all I gotta say, man.
People just lose sight of the fact that these are real families dealing with this. I mean, there's a true crime community, and 99% of them have good intentions and are really focused on the victims. I'm sure you felt that through all of this, but there's just those bad apples out there that are trying to make money. The other thing I keep thinking about is the fact that she and others were even able to get the photos. It seems like there should be some kind of law, or it shouldn't be that easy to just write a check and put in a request and be able to get those photos sent to you.
Yeah, once again, I think that's a question for a legal representative. I do believe in the freedom of information to a certain extent, but I think the problem from my perspective is you can't always control what someone with evil intentions will do, and that's what we have in this case here. So I don't know. I'm not a legal guy. I'd have to look at the ins and outs of the FOIA Act and all that. But,
yeah.
There is a lot of good that comes out of release of information. It's just in this instance, and having to bear this burden myself, it's hard to say this, but in this instance, someone has taken that and turned it into evil.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Well, Al, thank you for coming on. Again, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. I totally understand you being emotionally exhausted, and this now just adding on to that. I hope that people will continue to be outraged by this, and they can sort of police themselves in a way on YouTube, because it's just, it's just awful, especially when you think about family members like you, Al. So thank you for coming on tonight. I hope people who posted the photos are watching and hear it straight from you how it makes you feel.
Yeah, I hope so too, Brian. And in close, I do want to leave you with, I think we're really getting focused on less than 1% of the people, because the majority of people I've come in contact with throughout this past 3+ years have been absolutely sustained me and helped me to fight through this process for my son. So I do want to give credit where credit is due on that. And I think those people will continue to shape the narrative that this is unacceptable behavior by a very small portion of people that seek to benefit from, my son's, those horrible pictures of my son. So thank you again, Brian.
Yeah, thank you. I totally agree with you. I'm glad you said that. We'll be in touch. Hopefully we can stay on the story, and maybe we can find some lawmakers or someone who want to spearhead a project to just make it a little more difficult. Obviously, like you said, it's good to be able to file a FOIA and get information, but certain things I think are just too much. It should be a little more difficult. So thank you again, Al. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for
Maybe that's the possibility, is if you charge for the access to that information that you got off of a FOIA, maybe that becomes illegal. I don't know.
Yeah, contact your lawmakers. Yeah, Gannon's law is what it should be to protect minors, autopsy photos.
And we've said this in the past too, not specifically about Zav, but about some other tragedy pimps, of whose cases do they cover? Those that they can take advantage of because they're emotionally, mentally, and financially drained. And that's exactly what this man just said. That's sick.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can try to seal them immediately, but they're already out here and they're on the internet,
Laura keeps saying that the link to those photos was shared in a Facebook group with over 100,000 people.
Whose Facebook group and when?
I don't know. She just mentioned it several times that the link was shared in the Facebook group that has 100,000 people.
I wonder what group she's talking about.
Yeah, she's never mentioned who. I mean, we knew that it was on Reddit and on 4chan, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really in a bunch of them groups anyways, so I don't know. That's
No, I don't like Facebook.
and somebody said they heard Zav put ads on Reddit.
Ads?
I don't know
No.
ads. I thought she put a link out there.
No, I just heard that
No.
it ended up there from other
Oh, okay, so
people.
it just
Yeah.
there just ended up there. That's probably more like it actually. It probably just ended
Yeah.
up there because it was spread out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It still
oh,
stemmed
hold on.
from its original
Shared
source.
over
Exactly.
here.
You gotta.
Do you wanna come up here?
Who's here? Who's
Over here,
what?
the user over here.
Hold on. She said I found the pics. Hold on. I found the pics on a torrent website. What the
That's
hell?
like torrent is like
What is that?
like you can watch like movies or like TV shows like from Hulu and stuff on like torrent websites. I watch shit on torrent website. I didn't say that on there, but you know, like it's just like you can watch like stuff that is like
What the
on like from
hell?
like Hulu. It's like called torrent. It's like
Never
this
heard of
kind of
it.
like it's like file sharing kind of website where people like it's hard to explain. I need the Tim for that unless anybody
Queen,
else knows about.
she listed, I think, the website if you want to see that or remove that so
No,
others
I
won't go.
don't want to see. I just don't even know
No,
what it is.
she.
I'm asking what it was. That's all.
Those are like dangerous. There's always like you have to be, you know, with like
No,
VPNs
no.
and stuff. Yeah.
I'm telling
No,
you that
look,
over
Brianna,
here, put it in
I feel
chat.
like I'm like old school because no, I've never even
Oh,
heard of it, let alone
a
used it.
torrent. Yeah.
What the fuck it even is? I'm like, what is that? What?
It's one of those places where you can get around paying for subscriptions
Yeah.
or going to the theater and paying for a ticket to
Look,
see a
you guys,
movie.
this is how like old
Yeah.
school. Okay, so we got one of those jailbroken fire sticks. So we got a fire stick and had a jailbroke, and we've been using that like Hulu, Netflix, all that comes on it. I don't know. That's just what we've been using.
Awesome. There you go.
Well, we use that, but then I mean, you know what I'm saying? Then I come on here and talk to y'all, but I guess I don't really even watch fucking TV. I don't have a lot of time. Fuck.
Right?
I
With
just don't.
YouTube.
Right. I was gonna say between you guys and the bullshit we get into on here and my own household and you know what I mean? Everything. I don't know. I've just never really heard of it. I guess I don't really watch movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit and watch a movie like all the way through or even at all, really.
Yeah,
I
it's just
usually
like
fall asleep.
piracy. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like it's like pirated copies. Like you could even like sometimes see movies that are in
Oh,
the
like
theater.
okay.
Kind of like people will do like some kind of like
Like that fire, like
streaming
our fire stick.
recording.
So
Yeah, well, that you have like
we can use
subscription somehow to the
yeah.
stream.
Once it's broke, you can get all kinds of stuff on there. But see, I've never, yeah, I guess I don't know. I've never really heard of like whatever it is, torrent or torrent, whatever the hell
Torrent.
it's called. Never, yeah, no. This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Mm.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I learn something new every day.
Yep. I remember when I learned about it.
And
Yeah, it's like a pirate thing.
yeah,
Piracy.
Mario, and that's the whole thing that the people who access this link aren't just looking at stuff, they're downloading them.
Yeah, you with torrent you download stuff sometimes. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Depends. You could just watch too.
I was gonna say,
But
wouldn't that give your computer some like virus and all that, or no?
you said that
That old
like
school shit.
VPN stuff comes up. You should use a
We can hope.
VPN if you do that kind of stuff. But it is just like kind of like a file sharing, like way to file share, and but people share like TV show files. Just look at it like that, or like movie files, and then there's files like this. But that's it. It's probably very easy to download. Files like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Kind of like
exactly.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, you
like
learn
a
something
message
every
board.
day.
Yeah, like a
What's
message
up,
board
bro?
kind of. Yeah, stay off. It's good to stay off of them because you could fuck up. You can get like viruses on your phone or shit.
No, I
Like
definitely ain't gonna go fucking around. Nope. I don't fuck around
yeah.
and find out.
No.
This
don't
is
wanna-
one thing that I can speak on because I've been I've been flat broke and needed software. So torrents are a file sharing protocol. They do it with hashtags. The files come down. You need a client on your computer to receive, and then Multiple computers in other areas are what's called seeds. You never get the entire file from one host or one seed. You get it from multiple people at the same time. So, okay, so like, say I want to download an episode of Cobra Kai, right? I go download the torrent file with the
Wait.
hashtags.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so because I guess I'm just confused. How
Okay.
did you guys come up with the pictures from Zav Girl's Dropbox on there?
Okay. What would have happened is the people that got the access, whether they paid for it, whether they were already in there, however they got it, they took them, they put them up, they hashtagged, they put the hashes in. They then seeded to a torrent client and published their seeds.
Yeah.
So people knew that their computer was offering seeds of that file. And what has happened now, because of the way torrents work, it's a peer-to-peer file sharing protocol. Is this thing is now
out there.
Imagine like the airline map, the airplane map out of O'Hare Airport. That's what's happening.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking
Or like
God.
how viruses spread, you know, like how like 2 affect 4, affect 6, you know, it kind of it goes out, like it multiplies almost, right? Kind of ish.
Yeah, because every like if once you've downloaded a complete hash, then your computer starts seeding that hash to other people, whether your computer has reassembled the complete file or not.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah,
You
it
explain it
sends it in
really.
parts.
Interesting. Because then that makes it like a way around. Not, I know it's illegal as it is, but it's like a workaround, right? Kind of. I've always heard that in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, because it can never be traced back to one
To one
particular
person.
person
Exact.
that has the entire
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's the interesting part of the whole thing to me. That part of it.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
is I was gonna say that's yeah, so wait, that's okay, so that's the black web. Is that what you guys are talking about? Like the dark web?
No, it's not a dark web. It's just a file sharing protocol, like that you can't really, it's illegal, but you really can't get in trouble for it because nobody has, like, you can't trace it back to like one person. There's like everybody file shares it. So right? Like you only have like a seed, or you
Okay,
only have like,
people
maybe a
were in here
part of
saying
it.
dark web in the comments, so I didn't know if that's what they were, you know what I mean? Like she said
It's not the dark web itself. It is the transfer protocol that people who populate the dark web use.
Oh shit, look at this.
Yes,
Red Truck said LimeWire and Napster for us oldies.
Yes.
Bitch, why the fuck do I remember that stupid ass shit?
Yeah,
Yes,
Napster.
I had that for the longest time.
Yeah.
So
That
wait,
was
that's
like,
the new version of that?
no, it's just like a similar idea. That's for music, where this is for files and like TV
Right,
shows
like
and
movies.
music
Okay,
too,
okay.
right? There's torrent music sites as well. There's like
Yeah,
every
when
kind of.
when
Yeah.
Napster and LimeWire got shut down, BitTorrent is actually what rose to take their place.
Oh,
It was
interesting.
created specifically to replace them because it was harder to trace.
Wow. You guys remember LimeWire, like downloading music and shit and making CDs and stuff when we were
When you were
Totally.
kids, I was an adult doing that. I was in my 30s. Hell, I was doing it last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say I mean shit, we did it for a long time.
I still use torrent because that's my content, such as it is. I make music videos for Cobra Kai, so I have to download the episodes, right? So
interesting.
that's where I get them.
That's so cool. Oh, wow. That's
So
cool.
yeah, I use torrent all the time.
Wow, in a legal way, right? Kind of, or
Well,
no?
no, not.
Yeah. No, not really. Okay,
Not
I'm sorry.
really.
Oops. Okay, I didn't say
It's
that.
legal in that every form of Cobra Kai content that's ever been released, I have purchased. So I'm allowed to have digital copies.
Because you work
but
for it. Yeah.
getting it the way I get it the day after it drops is not legal at all.
Oh yeah, that's what I would do when I'm like really into like a show. Like I'll do it that way. Like I'll like find it in one of those TV torrent sites or something. They're easy to find.
Ellie's like, shit, I know all about it.
So I watch stuff if I don't want, like, I don't have Hulu. Like, it's like you can't have all of those things, like, after a while, right? And if you really want to see something super duper bad, you just do whatever you can. And that's how I found out about torrents. Like, I looked hard enough and I was like, what the hell is this?
Now, when torrent first started, what you would need to watch out for is people that would hide, like you would find Gannon's autopsy in something labeled something completely different. Like you would think you were downloading episodes of Peppa Pig and you would open it for your children and this is in front of them.
Oh, fuck that.
People love to screw with that.
Yeah, that's the dark side of it.
Yeah.
Like people could
And you
also
still
like
got that even
attach
on
things.
Even on YouTube now, like 2 a.m, you check live and it's like Peppa Pig, and then you go in and it's like that dude with the face and it's all screwed up.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No.
It's scary, and if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, if you're just wandering around, you can stumble on some really screwed up stuff. But the really, really, really bad stuff is not on the search engines that most people search torrents on. That stuff is on Tor, and it kind of stays off in its own little realm over there, almost like there's a door. There's not, but that's all over
an
there.
invisible door.
Yeah, that's all over there, and we.
Oh, really? It. Starry Night 80. They said torrent is what Josh Duger used for his CP. Interesting. I could see that being a place for that stuff, right? For CP. I didn't even think
because
of it.
Tor is completely anonymous.
Yeah. See, I just use it for TV shows. Like I'm being like, but of course, all the nefarious things, it's like easy to see how easy it would be. And then like you said, not being able to trace it back, not just for copyright laws, but for like awful things that people use it for, like CP and stuff. I mean, people are just evil out there.
Yep, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, I'm going to get stoned. I'm going to drop down the couch and do that. Catch y'all later. I'll be down there.
Bye.
Bye.
Smoke them if you got them. That's right.
I got them.
Oh, I'm sure Coops is pissed. I'm sure she's pissed. But like I said, I don't. I know that's what she wants is like attention. That's the whole purpose of her jumping on it. So I really don't get. You know what I'm saying? I try not to.
Oh yeah. I mean, what she did was like, even worse because she stole it right from Zav. I mean, like, so she stole and did all those other things, and totally did it for money, blatantly, because boom, she put a $3 thing on her right away, matched her. She didn't even like undercut her to try to be like competitive. She just did the same exact thing with the same content, right?
Yeah,
same video
thing. Like
she stole the video that she even made, which is crazy, That's like van life a little. I mean, not that it was like just stealing a good content to steal, but it's stealing other people's whatever, right? Oh yeah. What a mess this whole thing was, right?
Oh, we need woosah. It's knitting time.
It's knitting time, everyone.
Roll
knitting
a blanket,
time.
stroke it if you got it. Knitting time.
Grandma Sherry, you're cracking me up.
I've been knitting for 5 minutes. What?
Mm-hmm. What?
Got my Afghan ready.
Your Afghan.
Oh, is that what we call them now? Afghans?
Afghans, yeah.
Oh,
okay. That works.
Well, someone over in Jones's said that when she has to defecate and empty her bowels, she calls it a Laura.
I gotta go take a Laura. What?
Yep.
Who said that?
Georgia Peach over on Jones's.
Oh, God.
So I thought maybe we were going to have to change our lingo. Miss me with that, Ballora.
Ballora.
Yes, Georgia Peach, that was you.
Georgia Peach. How dare you make a funny?
That was I was dying on that one.
Do you guys think though that do you really want Zap to be completely canceled and like lose her YouTube channel and shit because of this? Just a question putting out there. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't.
I don't.
I really don't think she deserves to lose her channel.
Some people do. I was reading people like over in like some other chat. Some people.
The comment sections are brutal.
Oh my!
I'm raising my hand. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay, I'm curious. Yeah.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah, let's see. What are some opinions here? You know what? Go ahead. We'll do a poll while you're telling us. Go ahead.
Ooh, I love polls.
I love polls.
It's so
Let's hear Grain.
dirty and just. I won't forgive her for it, but hey.
What I would like to
see. To do so.
What I'd like to see is the redemption arc. I would like to see a thorough audit of her channel to see how many are actually dead subs.
There's a lot, I'm sure, of dead
Yeah,
ones. Yeah, not dead, but inactive. I hate to use the word dead because some maybe are dead.
You say that, and I actually had to go look and make sure that I had already unsubbed from her, and I did it long ago.
Oh, okay.
But when this happened, I was like, "Wait, is she sitting?"
Hold on, she thank you. She donated 5 memberships, and I just seen them. You guys didn't even tell me.
Oh, she's so generous.
Yes,
Such
she
a
really
generous
is, and I really
soul.
appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I did the poll, and I said that. Let's see where people are at with it.
Okay. Drum roll, please.
Yeah, let's see.
Subscriber count now is at 89,300.
Okay. Is there a redemption arc? Do you think there is a redemption arc, and what does it look like for Zav? I mean,
you can't put that in a poll.
I know. I'm just saying to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she tried with her. I need Gannon's like info, for like thinking she was gonna, send.
Look, wow, there's a lot more. You know what? There's a lot. This went different than I thought.
Oh, let me go. I'm gonna go vote. Hold on.
Oh man, yeah. You guys better everybody go vote. We're okay. So we're at 176, about 180. All right, what do we got in here? 670. Go, you guys, go vote. Come on now.
Hey, I've always said it's easier to ask permission than forgiveness. It's easier to give too. Just saying.
You know what? I think that saying is actually it's easier to ask forgiveness than get permission.
Well, we know that's not true.
Well, I don't know. That's what my son always told me.
Depends what end of mute you're on, I guess.
Right.
That is really like higher than I thought so far.
Vote.
Vote.
Vote. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the polls because it gets like a pulse, like the pulse of what people are feeling.
Yeah, but look, look, 250. Okay, so hold on, we're at 260, and we have 73% yes and 26% no. So majority is yes. She should lose her channel. The majority of the chat,
3/4 so far about, and 1/4 no.
She should lose her channel.
Do you know even how this makes other YouTubers look?
This really, and you know what? To me, this shows how many people are really affected by it. Also,
yeah,
the polls are anonymous, so I won't know even if you're like creeping and you don't want to chat, you can still vote, and I won't know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Zev canceled herself. Well,
yeah.
Like Molly canceled herself, and so did Jimmy Con.
She was like very,
and so did Doug.
Yeah, negligence with Zav. I mean, it's kind of like I know that I don't feel bad for her per se. I just feel bad because this is like something that she actually loves to do. So that's why I don't want her to lose her channel. Do you know what I mean? Because it's something that I know that she's been very negligent in this whole thing. Like I get it, but but you don't want somebody to like lose their like something that they actually like to, even though she's negligent and she should, you know what I mean. Like I don't want like her to lose her channel over it. Truthfully, like cancel her. I don't believe in cancel culture. I just don't like cancel culture in general, unless you like break the law.
Well, yeah, I don't believe in cancel culture. I think the community has pretty well spoke. I mean, there's a lot of people who have unsubscribed, and there's a lot of people who,
Right.
have left.
Continue to. Yeah.
Continue to leave, and they don't really want much to do with her, and they're kind of disappointed and just like, wow, a lot of people just stepped away.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I'm
think
sure
more
she lost a
people will
lot of.
continue- Yeah, I think more people will continue to step away.
And like, how is she like, like she is somebody that has like, like history of like substance and stuff. Like, I just hope she's, I'm not like, oh, Zav's okay, but like, I hope she's okay. You know what I mean? Cause like, this is a lot for like that, for like the friggin' New York Post to write about you and be on Brian Entin when you're like 1 minute you're covering true crime and boom, the next minute, like, I don't think this is her. Like I said, I don't think she had evil intentions, even though I see what they're saying. I still don't think, nobody wants to get to this place where she is. I know she did it to herself and all of that, and don't come at me, but it's just like, I don't like
it
people
just
to see
sucks.
people there.
And okay, Brianna, you did make a valid point. Zav losing her channel is nothing compared to what Alan Landon lost. Her actions have made their loss worse. I don't care if she keeps what she cares about or not. And you know what? I understand where you're coming from with that, and I think that's where a lot of the chat, that's where a lot of people stand.
Look what Nanya wrote.
But I do know that, okay, so if this was a mistake and her first time doing this, I would vote no. But knowing she has done this before and she has no remorse makes me vote yes to protect the family, to protect the next family.
But with Kylie's family, it was a blanket statement. Kylie was a blanket statement. It wasn't like, Zab girl, you shut up. We don't know if she got a cease and desist, like, or Ryan did. We don't know any of the details. She didn't get a cease and desist, right? Zab girl. It was a blanket statement that Lindsay made to everyone and was like, guys, like, if you like respect us, just stop. But there's people today that are still talking about Kylie Rodney. So they didn't like listen to her either, right? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just Zab girl that kept talking. And she did go deep into the autopsy and stuff, but she did like do a lot of stuff with I don't know. I watched her a little bit. Remember the fire cam stuff? Her and Gray. Actually, Gray did a better job ultimately than her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She's not all bad.
Well,
you know what I mean? I know she's crazy a little, and she gets so.
Well, I know
crazy
she did a lot of damage, and this right here is Lindsay's mom with her when she was talking about him, and she made this right after Ryan and Zav did their live stream or whatever, and Ryan kept saying Kylie wasn't real, and she let him come up there and continue to keep saying it. And then we had the 5-hour stream with him, fought with him about it. We fought with him for almost 6 hours straight over it.
Yeah.
Multiple people tried to, argue with him. This is her, this is Kylie's mom speaking on that, speaking after that, this is her, basically like her, like celebration of life, pretty much.
Yeah.
Have the opportunity to join together today with our friends, family, and community in Kylie's name. Though we gather together, grief and healing is such a personal and individual thing. Today we will honor Kylie in honoring each other and holding each other up as we grieve in our own ways. We'll laugh, dance, share stories, songs, and poetry, or maybe we'll cry in a corner or at the podium. It's all okay. We'll remember and we'll create new memories as we all learn how to move forward in a world where we miss her. We are so blessed to be able to miss her together and to walk together into tomorrow. The way that she has brought everyone together, even in death, is a legacy that I will cherish forever. I'm hearing stories about people wanting to be nicer to each other in her memory. Kylie's dear friend recently told her mom that before all of this happened, she thought the word community had no real meaning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it really, really affected them and their family and her boyfriend. I mean, it really did a lot of damage to them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think part of it was because Ryan went on her, that whole
And he
part
was
of
so
it.
big. His channel had like 3 million. I mean, he's got like 3 million subscribers. It's really, really big. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah. And somebody in chat, I'm not comparing I'm not comparing what she did with Gannon to what she did with Kylie. I was just saying, like Nanya said, that if this was the first time, it would be like, okay. But the first time, it was like a blanket statement to all of social media to stop it, pretty much. And like I said, there's people still I could find probably a stream going on in the next 24 hours that's about Kylie. People are still talking about it.
I think the difference is most people, not all, right? But most people who are here in this community, they have they want to, in any way that they can, protect the victim and protect the victim's families, right? And they try and make sure that they respect them in the way that they speak, the way that they give opinions, the way that they speculate, the way that they go over a case, stuff like that, right? Where I think we may different is on a human level, right? Just because I'm human and she's human, obviously I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I don't want her to relapse, or if she has mental health issues, I wouldn't ever want to see, that bad happen to her, right?
Well,
However,
absolutely. Yeah.
however, in that same sentence, I would say she escalated, right? So you guys have mentioned over the last couple of days, and I don't know when the Zanime stuff happened, but she did something to somebody named Zanime. She did something to Kylie Rodney, right? And while you're saying, well, that wasn't really like this, like it wasn't that bad, kind of a thing,
It was very
which is
different. It was very different, and like there was
which is
no
my translation,
trial.
right? But like you're just escalating, and so to
Yeah,
me,
that's
removing
true.
you from that environment is, in my opinion, how you protect the next family. Because if you give them a pass for this one and you give them a pass for the next one, then it is highly possible that the one after that will be something like this.
So you think she should lose her channel, or do you think she has a redemption arc? Is there a
No.
redemption?
Well, for me, like, so my vote was, and that's what I was saying. If this was her first time she made this mistake, she came out, she owned it, then no, I don't think she should have lost her channel, right? But from what I hear, there is a problematic history with her behavior towards victims and their families. And it is only escalated. Each experience with her has escalated to this point. What I mean, honestly, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, where does she go from here? Where some may want to assume that she's going to do better from this, right? That's a possibility, sure. But then there's also the possibility that she could double up on this. She could actually interfere, or interfere with justice. She could, potentially cause a mistrial because she's so into it, because the last time wasn't enough. So that's my thing, is like, where I feel about her on a human level, where I feel about her on a creator level, is she has shown that she is reckless when it comes to victims and their families. And I don't think that anybody who is reckless with those types of behaviors, and with no regard to the people who are hurting the most, the people who go through mental anguish every day, the people who potentially have their own addictions and issues that they're dealing with that have been amplified from the tragedy that they're going through, that's who I don't think should have more mental anguish thrown on them because somebody is reckless with their channel. I'm stepping down off my soapbox now.
I agree.
Very well said.
I think what we're seeing is, what's that saying, Grandma Sherry? What you put out to the universe comes back to you, right? I think that's what we're seeing in real time.
Yes.
She's put some foul crap out there. So has, I'm sorry, Ryan Upchurch, and look what he's going through. We're all guilty of doing things that come back at us, but not this. So I don't know what to say. I'm proud to witness it. I'm sorry.
There's Anime. They accused her of a murder. They accused her of murdering Kylie, saying that she took her kayak and her dog, and then they said she buried her dog, and they said all kinds of fucking crazy shit. They said all kinds of crazy shit. I don't know which. I don't know who. I don't know if Ryan. I don't know what all Ryan said and what all she said, but they said all kinds of crazy shit.
There were other
Well, that's when I
channels talking
bounced.
crazy shit too, like
Yeah. Oh
other
yeah.
like discussion channels, that's when I like was like, this is crazy. They were like making really weird
I felt so
connections.
bad for
Other
her. They
channels,
attacked
not
her.
just Av. Yeah.
They attacked her.
It's anime.
Yeah, they attacked her life. I mean, you name it. They fucking
Oh,
went after
totally. They
her.
looked into her.
Yeah, her. They said stolen valor. They accused her of murder on Kylie. They accused shit.
All this stuff that
It
she
was
kidnapped some
crazy.
girl, all this crazy stuff that she was like working for the CIA. I heard it all. It was so crazy.
Pecan, can you tell me what you're talking about? Because I'm interested. She said something about some emojis or something like that.
Oh, she
Yeah,
did make
Zap Girl had a
emojis.
bunch of her emojis were Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn, Cody Bigsby. They were of all the dead, like missing or dead murdered children. That's what her emojis were.
Like little photos, like little, yeah, it's sick. That was
I mean,
weird. Yeah.
Now that's
ultimately,
wrong.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
ultimately, she definitely is shown to me, in my opinion, allegedly, she has shown that she is a tragedy pimp, and she will pimp out that tragedy for whatever amount she can get, whether it's $1, $2, $1,000, $10,000, who cares? She will absolutely pimp it out and call it by the name of scientific detached whatever. No, I mean, again, like I feel like the same energy I have against other tragedy pimps who have used and exploited and grifted and absolutely disrespected victims and their families. She needs to get that same energy. This wasn't a one-time thing for her. It sounds like there's been multiple times where she is disrespected. So take what she did out, right? So let's just say, Ellie, and I'm not, I'm not coming for you. I like you a lot. But take out,
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
hear you saying, like, well, that was a little bit different, or like totally different what she did to this one and that one. Was what she did or participated in when it comes to Kylie disrespectful to Kylie or her family?
There's so many people though during
No, I
that
don't, not
were,
the
oh, her.
whataboutisms.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
asking
yeah.
about
Oh,
her.
definitely. Definitely. Because I mean, ultimately the mom said, please, like, social media. It wasn't directed at Zab, but it was directed at social media. And I think Ryan a bit too, because he did have like, and she was glomming onto like Ryan and the publicity she was getting when, attaching herself to Ryan, like other people were as well. You know what I mean? During the Kylie Ryan thing was a mess, but it was an accident. It wasn't like a trial. It wasn't a trial. Like, I mean, she was young, but it was an accident, and there was this whole accident versus foul play. And they did really look into the kids because they thought like all of her friends were involved in some crazy cover up.
Right.
And so did
I know
Zav.
that stuff, but
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
see, this
my
right
thing
here, this live that I
is
have pulled up says, "Let's chat." Kylie Rodney's anime Dodge open discussion, and this is one where they went pretty. She went pretty damn hard. Where this is where
She
Tony
went at
was.
every angle. Yeah.
Yeah, this is when Tony. I believe there's Tony and Ryan right there, but I believe tried to go off on Zanime. Then she went
Yeah.
on Nerd Report and talked to him for a minute, and he tried to like clear her name and help her. You know what I mean? Because they were going hard. They were
Yeah, they
super hard
were.
for all that.
Zanime's in chat. Do you see that? Zanime's in chat. She's like saying
Yeah,
that. Oh.
she's popped in here before a couple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've defended her a lot. I mean, we defended her a lot.
She said her military history and awards got read online on Perplexed.
Yeah. They said she
Yeah.
had stolen valor. They said all kinds of shit. That she fucking just a bunch of
Oh.
bullshit lies. That she buried her dog. That she was in a fucking kayak going over Kylie's body. That she just happened to know where she was at, and she was like, I'm like, just all fuck. It was just so much
Yeah.
fucked up
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
I remember
fucking
this. She read
came out of
Zanime's
nowhere.
resume online. Do you remember that? She read her resume online and tried to connect her 11-year-old Ukrainian refugee niece.
Yeah.
I remember that, Zanime.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. I remember all that stuff. I remember, but a lot of other channels too. I wasn't really watching Zav too much. I watched like Allegedly with Brittany. I watched other channels too that were a little more, not so like conspiracy theory because she was like going hard on it, and that's with like the Ryan stuff of like all the weird connection. I was like, this is too much for me, you know.
Yeah, and
Then I
that's what
found
I'm
you
like
guys.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, again, she has a problematic history of,
Oh yeah.
you
But
know,
she just like
she hasn't been respectful of families, and for that, like, that is enough for me to say, yeah, you shouldn't be covering true crime. Now go do something else, go knit something, or I don't know, do a baking class, who cares, whatever. But like, this just may not be her niche, because she can't have respect for the families. There are a lot of people on YouTube who do true crime, who do go over some of the gruesome details of cases, but they do it with such a level of respect for the families. Like, that she could have been that type of person, but she made a choice not to be, over and over and over again.
And
yeah.
don't take a knitting class. What I wish for her, if the reason she did it or said she did it is true, what I wish for her is, you know what? Put YouTube down, go to school, become a coroner or a crime scene investigator or something in that field. If that's what keeps you going, if that's what makes you happy, go do it.
You know what I don't understand is she got burned by Jimmy Kahn over his BS, right? And then, but she still continues along this path. So I think you're right. It is a reckless continuation. Bueller.
And maybe she doesn't even.
I heard you. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to read chat. There's some paragraphs out there.
Yeah, there are.
Oh.
Susie Q said something about Channel 9's got the photos on their channel or something. You should definitely write them, Susie. You know what I'm saying? You should write them and tell them to take them down, that they should definitely take them down. I'd be emailing them. I don't have the link, or you can email me the link. Go ahead and email me the link, and I'll email them too.
I
Shit, I might even pick up the phone and call them.
I think it's the trial day 5. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and I think that's the difference where there's like a disconnect right now. Because yes, there were some photos showed, but even the prosecutor said some of the photos that were shown in this particular file were not shown in court and on live TV.
Most of them. Did you hear what detailed from the autopsy though? All but one. She went through the entire trial, and all but one was not
Yeah,
shown.
but I mean, I'm going to go off what the prosecutor says. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows. The DA knows.
Well, yeah, no. Not shown to the jury, but shown to like the live streaming public.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about you were comparing the photos that Dietz was comparing. I'm like, nah, I trust the DA over that first.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, whoever puts him out, that's just it was gross.
I don't know about losing her channel. I don't know about losing her channel, man. I just don't know about that. I think that's. I mean, it's already gone pretty damn far, anyways. You know what I mean? She's pretty well. She's not. I mean, she's pretty well done as it is, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, well, 2023 is the year of FAFO.
Facts, Grandma Sherry. So, Queen, then what do you think then? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, do you feel like that's, like, if, and I don't know her at all. Like I said, this is my first time kind of hearing about her. That's why I'm still learning stuff when you guys talk about her. But like, if not losing it, then that means, like, are you on the side, like, not on the side of, that sounds bad.
Yeah,
like, are you of
I don't
the
know about
opinion
like,
of that, like, maybe this is so bad that like she'll get the point and not ever make a mistake like this again?
No,
that's what and that's I guess
think it's past that.
The goodness of my heart wants to believe that this was a big enough mistake that she's going to be like, damn, I really disrespected the family, and this was not a good idea, and I should not do this again. The other part of me says no, she's done it a few times before. She's already done it. She's made the mistake a couple times, not just a mistake. She's continued to make the same mistake. But she first read them off, and then now she's shown them what next. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that's the other part of me. Like, damn, should she? Does she really deserve to have a channel? I mean, that's not really
For
my
me,
choice.
it's
I feel like it's really not my choice to make. It's
I mean,
what is
ultimately,
I would
none
be
of us get
interested
to. Yeah.
the family would think.
no.
Like that's where I would kind of leave it. Like what does the family think? Do they? Do they? That's
For me, it's the escalation.
Yeah. Me too. And not only that, like ultimately, while we're giving our opinions on if we think she should or not, none of us are the deciding factor. None of us have any type of authority or
right,
power to be able to do such a thing, anyways. So
right,
that's on YouTube. That's on Patreon. That's on those
right.
companies that run these pages, but or that host these pages. So I mean, really, for right now, like none of us can say like, yeah, I could say yes all day, but it doesn't mean anything. Like I'm no one to to be able to make it happen. Yeah, see, and Kashmir said, but is she capable of correcting her behavior is $1 million question. And
Like,
I
is
don't
there
know.
redemption arc? Could she like come out with an apology? Like, what could she say anything to fix this?
Not now because I feel it'll be forced because of what
So
she
whatever
has to
she said
lose.
Yeah.
now will be like too late. It's too late already, like that window of time.
You know what? I think that Al and Landon have enough grace and mercy that they would accept the apology. I mean, they've been through the worst nightmare anybody on earth can endure. And I'm sure they don't want to have to go through another 3 to 4 years of, a defamation or intentional infliction of emotional distress kind of lawsuit against them. At least that's what I'm hearing from them. So I think they would accept Zab's apology, but it's not just the family. This is a public outcry. That's why people are talking about we need to
Right.
change the laws. That we need to contact
Yeah.
our senators and our congressmen to get these laws updated so shit like this doesn't happen again. And so it's not just an apology to them. It's how many people have been traumatized by this just thinking about it. They probably never saw the trial. They didn't see the pictures that were posted, but
You think
so
people have
many
been
people.
traumatized by this story, by following the story? You feel like it traumatized people?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
people
really.
the people
Oh gosh.
coming up on Queen's panel crying, because just hearing about these things and people put themselves into the place of if
You cut out on this
Did
game,
I
man.
go out or she went out? Oh, okay.
No, I just stopped
We left.
talking.
Why?
Are
We
you,
were listening to you.
oh, no.
Yeah, we were listening and you just cut off. I was like, wait a minute, what
Mid
happened?
sentence.
Like full attention.
Oh, yeah, no. I kind of said my piece. I have to go knit now.
Okay, Grandma Sherry, enjoy your
Well, you know
knitting.
what?
Hmm?
I hope you have a good time knitting. Thank you for coming up and hanging with us. I always enjoy you coming up and hanging out.
Thanks, babe. You know I love you so much.
Yeah, and I love you too, love. What worries me though is Landon and Al chose to sit out. They didn't want to see the pictures. They didn't want to be in there when they were shown. And like
Yeah.
he said, now he's in fear where, people trolls might send him. They could send him to his email. They could, you know what I'm saying? Just being nasty. Facebook, all these different apps, all these different things. You know what I mean? It's just nasty.
So
Well,
look, I'm about to entertain a troll real quick.
no.
Well, maybe not a troll, but a troll like comment. Let me change that. Okay.
Okay.
If this is how the panel actually feels, then every one of you who went hard for MGL and caused her to lose her channel owe her an apology. First off, nobody caused her to lose her channel except for
Right.
herself.
Right.
YouTube
She
did a
lost the
review of
channel.
her channel,
Ow.
and her content was against the terms of service. So just like I just said, should she lose or should she not? Not up to me. That's up to YouTube. Second of all, MGL has been doing fuck shit on YouTube for 5 years. She has harassed, she has doxed, she has trans bashed, she has done any and everything you can do. Shamed SA victims, any and everything you can think of. Except for this one thing, she has done it on YouTube. So by golly, it took 5 years for YouTube to catch up with her and her fuck shit to catch up with her. She fucked around and she found out. I'm gonna keep that same energy for any creator who decides to make a victim or victim's family be
Suffer.
disrespected.
Mhm.
In the 5 years that I've been on YouTube, MGL and BHB were the first two channels that I ever turned into YouTube for victim shaming. When I first heard them victim shaming the Idaho 4, that was the first time I ever clicked on report this channel.
And truly that's what it's there for. You as a sub, you say you sign that you'll follow the terms of service that YouTube, even as a sub, and they want you to report that. If it's something you feel like violates TOS, then absolutely you should report it.
Right.
But it's not on me to tell you, oh, you should go report this. No, that's what I report is on me, because that's me as a sub and that's what I do. Me neither, platform boots, me neither.
I reached out to a friend's children.
I just would like to know if it was someone who is defined as a crappy creator that isn't well liked, would everyone be calling for them to lose their channel? I think it would happen. So fair is fair. I don't can you can you rephrase that? I don't understand. Do you guys understand that question?
Okay, let me reread it. Let me reread what she says here. Let's
Someone's
see.
defined as a crappy creator.
No, if it was someone who is defined as a crappy creator that isn't well liked, would everyone be calling for them to lose their channel? Well, yeah, if it's a crappy creator that nobody likes, I mean, why would?
I mean, not they. I don't.
I mean,
there's a lot of there's a lot of crappy creators out there that I don't like, but I'm not out there like, yeah, they should lose their channel.
Basically, what I'm getting from this is she's basically saying, fair is fair. If you would call out a small little crappy creator that, you know what I'm saying, that would do the same thing, you would call out Zab Girl for how, even though she's got 90,000 subs. That's pretty much what I'm getting from that.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
I don't care who did it.
I take crappy creator as like they're just like a junkie channel who, I don't like.
I think maybe that's what she meant. I could be wrong, but I guess like it's when she says fair is fair. If it's a small, so I mean, basically, if a smaller channel did this, she said yes, Queen Bee, exactly. Sorry, didn't make sense. So yeah, same thing. Like if a small creator did it, a big creator does it. Well, what's fair is fair. They should both be turned in. They should both. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't care about the channel size.
So a bigger creator should lose theirs as well if that's the case. I get that. Fair is fair for sure.
I could tell you about someone that's got 140,000 subs in the paranormal community that was proven to be faking a video not too long ago. And he never would bring out the
Joseph Morris.
The real time to show us that he was not faking it. And he's still going. He lost a lot of subs, but he's still going strong. And we called for him to lose his channel over it. But he didn't lose his channel. So it takes a lot for YouTube, I think, to pull a channel from someone.
I mean, if this was a family member of mine or a very close friend, I would be speaking on it the exact same way.
Oh, I would too, definitely. I've got two friends that were murdered in 1998 that I've reached out to their children recently to do so that I could do their 25th anniversary story on my channel. And they were like, "Oh hell yeah, Selena, do it because we know how you'll cover it." That's why I don't understand why this girl lady didn't reach out to Alan Landon to
Mm-mm.
ask permission to do this instead of just going ahead and doing it and blubbing everything up and making herself look really bad. Just that all around.
Pecan pie, I'm feeling your energy. Natalie from
So
Seattle said,
hold
but
on.
that's
The poll. Okay, look, we
oh,
still got votes coming in, but we're at 628 votes, and it still has not really changed too much. Yes, okay, should Zav Girl lose her channel over this? And yes, 73%, and no is 27%.
Okay, well, I voted yes simply because of her reaction to it and not apologizing beforehand or asking permission beforehand. And because from what I've heard, she's done it before and not done it before, but something similar or whatever. She's
And
just not trustworthy enough to go on, I would think. I don't know. It's just
and
me.
then after the fact to ask for Gannon's mother's private information
Right.
to contact her and asking others to get it for her.
No, lady,
Pecan
that's what
said,
you do on your own. You should have done it before you did all this.
Yes.
Well, and I think the hardest part is they lost Gannon. Was it 2020? So it's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So January 27th, and then he was found in March. So then they didn't even get to bury their baby right away because, of course, he had to go through, the autopsy and all that. So then, not only did he lose his son, his wife, he found out that she did this to his son. Basically lost his daughter as well because Harley, he raised her like a daughter. You know what I mean? Like he looked at her like a daughter. So he didn't. Now he lost his son. And a daughter that he was close to is gone now, and his wife did this. His current wife did this to his child. So then he does. I know he does end up remarrying and whatnot, and that's good. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he found somebody that he can trust. I would have a hell of a time trusting anyone else.
for real.
No, no
But
doubt.
she lost a child as well, so that's something that they've bonded over and something that they can help each other with, and that's great. But I do worry for Lana, the little one, the little sister, because that's Gannon's little sister. And I do worry that someday these pictures will find their way to her, and I really hate to think about that. I hate that that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Somebody asked a question I was gonna answer. Oh no, I was gonna ask, Miss Leah, who is Peter?
And when that day
Maybe.
comes and she, does see him and has to go to her mom, I'm sure, and that's what her mom said. Landon said that's her biggest fear is, something like this happening. And then Al turns around and says, I can't even get on YouTube. Men like to watch car videos and, a bunch of bullshit. But I mean, algorithm, is going to, you pull things up and it pulls things up that you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Or when and Gannon is his son. I'm sure he's mentioned it and looked things up, and you know what I'm saying. You type in his son's name. I mean, they just had the trial 3 months ago. This is still really fresh for them. It's been 3 years of fucking hell, 3 years of pure hell, and then to come on here, only to find out 3 months later when you're, trying to grieve and work through things, work through emotions, that bam, now these pictures have made their way online by someone on YouTube who wasn't thinking about.
Oh, Queen. They said that Peter, I guess, is the lawyer. I haven't well, anyways, he's supposed to
Yeah.
be on at 9 a.m. tomorrow talking about the legalities of the situation, like
Oh
where
wow.
the FOIA came from and the laws there and that kind of stuff. So that should be interesting to see
Yeah.
because I know that we've heard we've heard some people say this, some people say that. So that should be interesting to see what his take is on that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man.
I think so too, Evel. I think that if this was a man creator who had done it and it was a little girl, they would have his ass. I think the outrage would be even above and beyond what it is right now.
Exactly.
Does it? If her friends could. Yeah, that's true. We need a poll on how many will have a 9 a.m. date tomorrow morning.
I know what I'll be watching at work.
Yeah, it is just Samantha. I think she hopped down. I think Ellie hopped down earlier. Yeah. If you have no sympathy or even moral values when it comes to a victim, then you have no place in true crime. It's about time someone gets called out big time for this kind of effery. I agree.
I agree
And honestly, it was very nice for for the most part to see. I mean, I've seen so many different channels that I follow that don't I never see them with each other, but I've seen so many of them covering this and talking about it and weighing in on how wrong it was, and that was nice to see that it wasn't about it's not about bashing up the person who did this. It's about calling out the behaviors and what they've done, and I think that's pretty awesome.
It is really nice to see people coming together that you don't usually see come together. Even if it is over something like this, it's nice to see them band together.
Yeah, I agree. That may have been me. Somebody asked who's watching TV. That may have been me because yeah, sorry. Dang, Jen, your go gadget ears and stuff. Sheesh. Yeah, that's true. If not mistaken, Brian said that Patreon removed the pics and vids twice. Instead of them back, well, they finally shut it down. So my understanding of that is the link was dropped and so many people hit it that it almost broke it kind of. That's the best way. I'm not a techie person like that. And then they dropped the link again. So many people hit it that it ended up breaking. And then I think it got dropped one last time. And then that's when it was fine from there. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody knows that's wrong, but that's my understanding of it.
From what I know about Patreon, that sounds correct.
I am actively participating in mob mentality against these beastly creators. I finally agree with the mob for the first time ever. Okay. Yeah, that's
I'm with
true.
you,
Sorry.
Pecan Pie.
That's true. That is true. Oh, Patreon was disabling him. Thank you for clarifying that. I did not know that. Okay.
Thank goodness, because
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. No, I don't think that they would give that out, Miss Too Lovely. I don't think Patreon will give out. I mean, to me, as crazy as it sounds, is that's private information. So I don't think that they would give that out. Oh, did she? Now I looked earlier. I seen she deleted the community post asking for Landon's information, updated information. But did she delete the other one asking for people to weigh in on it?
did she ask?
Yeah, I mean, she wanted people to give respectful opinions. Now, what she was going to do with that from there, who knows? But
Well, I know she said that there's as many people who are okay with it than there are who are not, and I know that's a lie.
Sally says the first one is still up.
Oh, okay. Okay, the first one was still there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Post this up the first one. Okay, all right. I've been reading new comments. Huh. Okay. How many has she lost? I think somebody
Anything
earlier in the
interesting?
chat said it
Oh,
was like close to
running
4,000.
bear. You gotta. It says devices not connected. You gotta change your devices, baby, and then I can bring you up. Or I don't know why not change devices. I don't know what it's doing, but. Okay, here you are. Now it's letting you up. You're up here with us. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can hear both of you. Can you hear us now, Running Bear? Can you hear us now? Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm guessing they can't.
Absolute shambles.
Running Bear, you have to put it on speakerphone, love. I think you probably have it just up to your ear.
Okay, yeah, I had it on my Bluetooth. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, great. I didn't want my camera on though.
No, your camera's not on.
It's not on. Okay, great.
No, it's not on.
Okay.
But I will say this much: we do have feedback. Did you pause your YouTube before you came up here?
I did. Everything's off, but my son has the TV on.
Oh, okay.
Let me turn or shut my door. Hold on.
Well, that's really not too big of a deal. It's really just a feedback, so it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Okay, can you still hear it?
No, it's okay. It's good. It's good to go.
Okay.
Good,
all right.
Hold
now.
on. Coin, can you turn her down just a little bit? The chat is saying she's loud in their headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, love. Go ahead.
Okay, this is my thought. Because I've got a brother that died, and I know from losing my brother that Gannon's sister will have to live with this. Right now, she's young and she doesn't understand right now, but this little girl is going to have a lot of problems. She's going to have a lot of problems from this. Did y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my phone was ringing at the same time. I'm so sorry, but
that phone call just
and
knocked
her phone rang again.
Yep, the phone rang right off.
Did you guys see what True Crime Dime wrote? She said it was that to you, good Nunya. It was about the lawyer was saying that she could be facing a class 3 felony in Colorado. A class 3 felony is a category criminal offense that's punishable by 4 to 12 years in prison and fines of $3,000 to $750,000. That's tomorrow on the lawyer at 9 a.m. Right?
Yeah, I'm interested to hear it. Like, I just don't know, like, where are they getting
that
like the
from.
prosecutor that was in Florida, in Colorado,
He
said
said
there's
nothing. Yeah, I wonder
there's
what he's
nothing they
gonna
could do
say.
other than a civil action, So I'm curious to hear what he has to say for sure.
He's calling it criminal, and
This is why they call it practicing law.
Yeah, his dad, I think, he does like defense work. I know his father does criminal defense, I believe, and like he does like like lawsuits and stuff like that. You might know this kind of thing. Truthfully, I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow.
You're breaking up, or is that me?
I'm breaking up.
It's a little robot-y.
Well, never mind. Let me be quiet. Never mind.
What's the matter, baby?
I just see a lot of people for the last like hour ish in the chat, like who keep coming like Natasha said this, Natasha said that, Natasha said this, Natasha
Yeah,
said
they're
that. Like,
running trolls, and that's and I'm tired of that shit because I can't stand that shit anyways.
yeah, I
But
mean, at
it's
the end of
not
the day, we
something
already know
I
like
don't give
she's
a
a
fuck
man
what she
evader.
does.
She has no remorse. She doesn't care
Right,
for
and
the
I've already
rules.
said that several times. I'm not bringing attention to that dumb bitch
Yeah,
because
that's what she wants is the
this is
attention.
exactly what the fuck she wants. That's why she stole it from Zav Girl and tried to follow suit. She knew what time it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Can y'all hear
Welcome
me?
back.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got the phone rang and I don't know what happened. I'm sorry if y'all have a problem understanding me. I have vocal cord paralysis.
No, you're
so
fine, baby. We can
No,
hear
I
you.
can understand you perfectly fine.
Okay, great. I was trying to say that I worry about Gannon's little sister. I know how it feels of losing a brother, and that was some tough stuff that I've had to live with. And then my friend, her son was one of the boys of the West Memphis Three that was murdered. And he had a little sister. She was 4 when he died or was murdered. And she has led a very troubled life. And I hope that they can get these pictures pulled.
They cannot.
Never, ever.
Well, I mean, it's the internet. They can't, there's no way for them to. I mean, they can
Already
ask people to
spread.
not share them, not take them, not to take them down, but, to delete them, whatever. But that still is up to the people who have them at this point,
They can take them all down, but that won't stop someone else from uploading what they downloaded.
Right. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
So it's a
Okay, I
never-ending
didn't
circle.
understand that part. That's just horrible. And I'm sorry. I know I've not been around as long as y'all have. I've only been around for a year. And I know enough of Zav, or however you say her name, to not respect her. And for what she's done is unforgivable to me, because these are repercussions that this family will have to live with for the rest of their days. Hello?
Yes, we're listening.
Sure
We're
didn't
letting you
help
talk.
anything.
We've been talking all night.
Oh,
We were letting
I
you
was gonna
talk.
say, we're trying to listen to you talk.
no, I'm done now. I just, it bothers me that, they'll have to live with this, the rest of their days. And then the
Yeah.
little sister, she's gonna be a troubled little girl. I know they've got a wonderful family, but this is tragic. And then it being on the internet, that's horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
But
the concern wasn't for the little sister. It wasn't for the parents. It wasn't for the grandparents. It wasn't for, the little bit of life he did have, as torturous as that may be.
yeah,
It was about what they wanted and what mattered to them and to their subs.
and it makes me sick. I mean, sick. I literally went out and got a job because I didn't want to be in my head with this information. It bothered me that bad. I don't know why Gannon's case touched me so hard, but it did. And I knew that I had to turn this negative energy into a positive. And I mean, it's worked, for the time being, but I feel so bad for them, call me codependent. Maybe I need that codependent no more book just for a laugh. But anyway, it's just how do you work through this? How do they work through this?
I mean, I would say, I know from listening to the mom, a couple of videos that I've seen, she seems to have faith. And it seems like her faith really helps her get through the rough days. I haven't watched as many with the dad
Yeah.
to know if that's his stance as well. But I think that it's not, while it impacts us and we get emotional about it,
Right.
I try not to put myself, anywhere near what they're going through. Cause this is, like I could leave this panel right now, turn it off and go watch TV and my life is the same,
Definitely, yeah.
So while it may emotionally, affect me at times, like I try and remember that like that it's not my life. I try and help
Right.
protect the families as much as, whatever I can do, when it comes to that. But ultimately my emotions are nothing compared to what they go through.
Exactly. And I think what's bothered me is the little sister, because I can relate, I was that sister and I am that sister, and I guess that's what's got me hooked into it, but I'm much older, I'm much older. I'm
Well,
very
Deet
old.
said, okay, look, Deet says that's because she didn't FOIA the coroner for the autopsy. She did a trial document request and obtained them through the evidence file.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know
So that's what
how
she got.
that happened.
And I just wanted to tell you, and so as far as like NC goes, I'm not bringing her up and really mentioning her name. And don't get me wrong, I do believe she definitely needs to have the same punishment. But listen, she's ban evading already. Her channel is has 1,000 subscribers, and all it's going to take is for a couple people to go tag at Team YouTube on Twitter, and tag her channel, and it's going to be down anyways. It's going to just take a couple days. I mean, she's like I said, she's ban evading anyways, so the focus needs to be on Zav Girl, not on NC. And I don't need a play-by-play about what that fucking retard's over there doing anyways. I don't care. No, I shouldn't have said that, but that bitch, I cannot stand her, and she knew exactly what time it was when she stole them pictures. I don't care.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's doing that shit straight for clout and attention, and she's over there right now doubling down, acting like a goddamn fool.
She was desperate for her name to be mentioned.
Oh, she's oh my God, girl.
You
She
could
is
tell.
so desperate. She wants people to talk about her so fucking bad she can't stand it.
Nobody's mentioning her name.
No,
I don't
and
even
that's
know
exactly
who
why.
she is.
Because like I said, the attention needs to be on Zav Girl.
Yes. Yep. Most certainly.
Zav Girl is about to reach 100,000 subscribers. NC has maybe 1,000. She's talking to 200-300 people. You know what I mean? Zav Girl's numbers are big. Like I'm not worried about her.
I could get down with the permanent IP
out
ban.
from under her within seconds.
I believe Zav Girl really thought, her doing this might get her over that 100,000, mark, whatever. But it backfired.
No, she's losing subscribers she's lost probably 4,000 people so far.
And I'm
we know, but I think she planned.
Mm-hmm. Oh, on getting more. Okay, right. I see what you mean. Yeah. And again, like I said, I apologize for using the R word. I shouldn't have used that word, but like I said, I'm so irritated with her right now. I should have picked a different word, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I understand. I'm angry too.
She's a fucktard. And I'm just over it. You know what I mean? She's one that she's doing this for clout.
We need to move on from her. We need to move on from her.
Yeah, girl.
This is not for public
I'm gonna jump down up here because I'm having a hard time talking, but I want to get down and listen to you guys talk because y'all talk so well.
Sorry, Running Bear.
And Queen Bee, I just love it when you cuss because I'm a cusser.
Oh shit! And I have to say, I'm a sailor.
You cuss all you want to because, man, you really cuss when you're amped up, and that's usually when I'm amped up, so it makes me feel better. Hey, you're good therapy for a lot of us.
You guys, once I get going, I'm like, oh man, God. And I shouldn't even. I hate using that word, God damn it, but I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Another one of my words is fuck.
I know, right?
Hey, if
I
I can
taught
make
a sailor
court
how
with
to
you,
cuss.
I'm gonna go to court with you, Queen Bee.
Okay, we got a whole house. Look, we're gonna pack the courthouse.
Oh God. Okay.
Hey, what color shirt should we wear?
You know what? I need to get
Okay.
them made.
Queen.
Need to get on getting them made. And I'm gonna put shambles in the USA.
Absolute shambles.
There
We
you
need to
go.
wear yellow and black stripes. That's what we need to
Yeah,
wear.
Oh,
Right.
right. That would be perfect.
we're from the hive.
That's right.
Look,
You'll
I'm
know
like,
us
Turn
from
their
I
the
heads
look,
with
I don't have a
headbands.
business. Look, I'm Queen Bee, and they're doing business as the hive.
Hey, I'm gonna be there. If at all possible, I will be there.
We're gonna be walking around like the minions.
Yes,
Look,
You know how the
ma'am.
minions all went in their little circles.
Pete says, I'm gonna sell Casey's Pizza and Fountain Mountains at the door.
Look, I
I know
haven't
where
had
I'll be hanging
Casey's
out.
deeds. Bring
Casey's
it.
Pizza.
Y'all
Look,
talk
I'm
about
this
it all
little,
the time.
yes, in this little
Oh,
town, it's not even really that big. Casey's is like 3-4 blocks over. We got this. We got this.
oh goodness.
There you
Look,
I'm
go.
there's a
making us all
college.
stinger
There's a
tails.
college right across the street, you guys. There's a college right across the street.
Oh, shucky,
Oh,
shucky.
sweet.
Okay,
I'll be
now,
hanging out
do
with
you have
Deeks
a
at the
court
door.
date yet? Or can you say?
And then there's bars all along the uptown.
No, she can't.
Oh,
Little
I
bars.
can't
Shambles.
drink,
Oh, shambles. Shambles
but I
for
can
real.
smoke.
Pecan Pie has her impressive fake press pass.
Oh yeah, that you guys gotta have them to get in.
Oh my goodness,
I'll
I've
color
got to
mine
go
in the
there.
next couple of days.
No, I'm making us all moral police badges.
1-800 road
Oh,
trip.
that's perfect. Moral police badges. Oh my goodness, that's great.
Oh, we're gonna be
So,
adorable.
I want mine underneath. Like I want it to have my name, like the Good Nunya, and right underneath that, I want it to say sanctimonious fuck.
Oh my gosh, you in Boston and your special request.
sanctimonious as fuck.
Boston wants thug life on his.
Hey, I like thug life myself.
Thug life sounds good.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna listen to y'all.
Okay,
Have a
Running
good
Bear.
night.
It's nice meeting you, sweetie.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Shambles is gonna say shambles, and then underneath that is gonna say in the building.
Oh yeah.
Shambles in the building. No orange and black. Yeah, no, we ain't doing no orange and black. No. We ain't
You wanna
going to
get that
jail.
cricket?
We want to go home. We want to go party. We want to go have some drinks.
It's gonna be margarita
Pecan
night.
Pie says she can be running around yelling, "Get out of my morality bubble!"
Get out!
Will they allow us all to wear like little bee antenna headbands in the courtroom? Get that cricket out.
I am so weak. Somebody said, "Forget Crime Con. We're going to Hive Con."
That's right. HiveCon 2023. Shit. They're not ready. They are not ready. Hive shambles.
I told Boston I'm gonna make it. That's a good channel name. Thugs with morals, or the morality thugs, and he's like, I'm stealing it right now.
Hi, Queen.
Hey, how are you, baby?
Good. I just have a question. When it comes to
Yeah.
Patreon and YouTube, a couple of the Patreons I subscribe to.
You know what, baby? Let me tell you something. I don't have one. I've never had one. I don't know how they work. I've been in one, but I normally try to stay out of them.
Okay.
Is there anybody up here that does know about them? Nunya, do you know about them?
Yeah, I know a little bit about them.
Okay, I say if you can.
I don't have one, but I know.
I don't really know much about them, or you know what I mean. Other than you have, you know what I'm saying. You can put
Okay.
stuff in there.
So here's my question. Like, I subscribe to Christina Randall's Patreon, and whenever she has a video that's like banned from YouTube, when you go to the Patreon and you play the banned video, it like goes up and plays from YouTube. Also, like when they have like live discussions on their Patreon and you go into their live discussions, it takes you back over to YouTube.
No, baby, this one was a Dropbox link.
Yeah. No. I know what she's talking about though. So what they're doing is the creator is creating a private live stream, and when you're a creator, you have the option to make the live stream public. You can make it members only. You can make it private. You can make it unlisted. But when you do it as private or unlisted, private only. Sorry, not unlisted. But when you make it private, the only people who can view that live stream are people with the link. So most creators that do that in Patreon will post the link in their Patreons, so that when you click on that, it's taking you into YouTube, but nobody can see it if they don't have that link.
Okay. That's where I was kind of confused, because I'm like, well, aren't technically Patreon and YouTube kind of interchangeable with each other when it comes to some stuff? So I didn't understand why YouTube wasn't kind of giving crap to Zav Girl too, because if she did, but if it was in a Dropbox versus a normal link, then okay, I understand. So okay,
They're two totally different entities, but it'd be just like if you and I were text messaging and I sent you a link to like a funny Instagram reel or a TikTok video. That's basically what you're doing, is you're just sharing a link to that platform.
Okay. So that makes a little more sense.
Thank
Like
you.
I said,
Yeah.
I was just, like I said, I was just kind of like, wait a minute. Whenever I've gone into a Patreon and I go to watch a video or something like that, it usually links you back into a YouTube page. So, but that makes sense now. She didn't have it where it went into a YouTube page. It was a Dropbox to individually pull files. So,
right. Exactly.
Okay. That's all I was wondering, because I just really wasn't sure how that worked. But thank you for clarifying.
No worries.
Appreciate it. And as usual, Queen, thanks for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
You too, sweetie.
So, okay, look. Mario said, I know tons about Patron, but not much about Patreon.
I cannot. So you don't, if you mention any type of party or alcohol, you already know who's going to come on panel.
Right.
1,700 from today. Oh goodness.
Yeah, she's lost a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people that are unsubscribing, and yeah, it's pretty.
You really can't blame them. If I had been a sub, I know I would not be a sub today.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't want to be associated, or you know what I mean? Like they don't want to.
I honestly thought it would be more.
I
know
too.
I'm still going, but
I did too. I actually was surprised at the number of supportive comments on her post.
Oh my gosh, right? I couldn't believe there were that many people out there that were supporting her.
Really? She had a lot of people supporting her, you guys? I didn't see them.
I wouldn't say a lot.
That's
because obviously the majority was not supporting her. But I was just surprised that like anybody was out there like, yes, you did the right thing. Like there were some people who were like, look, I've followed you. I'm not going to stop following you. But like, this is a bad look. Like this shouldn't have gone down like this, you know? But which those didn't surprise me. I was like, okay, that's respectful. I can understand that. Because I think there'd be a lot of creators. I would do that too, if they did that, you know, and if I really liked them. But the one, it just surprised me how many people were like, you didn't do anything wrong. You know, you did what was right. And I'm like, what? In what universe? But okay.
See, and that's the difference. I wish somebody that, you know, thought like other than Ellie, because she's the only one that gets she's the only one that's been taking the brunch.
Poor Ellie.
You know what I mean? But anybody else that like, you know, totally agrees with Zap Girl that thinks that, you know, I don't know if there's anybody bold enough that would do that though, because a lot of people will not come up here if they, you know, like if they disagree.
Yeah, I don't think, and even with Ellie, I actually agree with her. I agree with the fact that she had every right to pull the photos. She had every right to look at the photos. I don't agree with the fact that she was very reckless with how she gave out the link. And I don't agree with the fact that she she put it in Patreon, where people obviously are going to have to go pay a
Pay to be
fee.
in there anyways. Yeah.
And she's not like a active Patreon from what I've heard, or I don't know what they're called. Anyways, a creator in Patreon like that. So to me, it's like you did that on purpose and just to bring people in to pay this fee. And while some are saying, well, they didn't pay for the photos, they paid for the membership. Well, she doesn't put content out there like that, or else they would have already been a Patreon. So they didn't go for the membership. People went there and paid that money to go and see this. Like it's a, carnival attraction.
Yep.
It's gross.
That's what I said too about Ruby. I was like, like Rudy, when they were taking him around with the damn towel on his head, I'm like, or blanket on his head, I'm like, they're parading him around like a goddamn circus animal.
They really were.
Circus act, seriously.
Quanell is notorious for that, though.
Oh, is
really
he?
Is.
Absolutely.
And what did they do? I mean, what we saw was he walked out, got in the car, took a few photos outside, got in, more photos, and went right back in. Why? Why?
He just wanted to see a nice car. He just wanted to see a nice car, he said.
Yeah.
Well,
under the blanket. He wanted to see the nice car under the blanket.
You know what, buddy? I'll
True
take
Crime
you for a ride once all these cameras and stuff are gone.
He's an adult, so I guess I don't.
Sorry, True Crime Bam, I seen your question. I know Queen addressed it in the very beginning of her live, but you can go to Jones's live today, and there was a video played, so you can see what happened. But essentially, there was a breakup, and everybody's devastated. That's the gist.
What are you talking about? Quanell and them? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
No, they were asking about voices. So I was telling them
she chose not to come back over here. That's her choice. And you know what? That's fine. I respect it. If she doesn't want to come over here, that's fine. She doesn't have to. I'm not going to force her to. I don't.
Yeah.
She got upset on panel. She was on Crimes and Fashions panel, and she got upset. And she said it goes against her boundaries, and that's just the way, that's what it is. And I think she said something about she'll take it, or she'll go to her grave feeling this way, or something along those lines. And somebody asked her something about like me and her, and she said we don't have, I think it was like on TT's or whatever, but she's like, we don't have a friendship outside of like YouTube on the panel. And that is true. I mean, we don't really talk outside of the panel. We don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like super close to her. She's not super close to me. We don't have, like Discords together. We don't have boxes together. We don't, you know what I mean? So I mean,
yeah, everybody has their right to come and go, and
panel, right? I keep an open panel.
You support who you want to be with, and support, don't support who you don't want to be with.
Right. I mean, like I said, I keep, it's just the same as, like Selena. I don't talk to Selena outside the panel. I don't, there's a lot of people that I don't speak with outside of the panel. You know what I'm saying? They might email me here and there, but I mean, like I said,
I had that problem. I emailed you about it.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's her choice. If she feels like that's one of her boundaries that she's not willing to waver or cross, then that's fine. I respect it. That's totally fine.
Right. I was going to ask, did anybody watch? So Grizzy Hood News did a live stream last night where she was showing all these receipts of stuff. I screen recorded some of it, but I have to go back and actually get screenshots off of it. But she was showing like the mom's car that got into the accident, and showing how, like, when your car gets towed and they like write on the back of the window or the front of the window, whatever.
Right. Like the
and
number.
So she was showing like, like pictures of the car window to show the date that the car was towed. and comparing it to the day where like he was found in air quotes. It was very interesting to see, you know, like some of the receipts that she was showing and some of the videos that she was playing like with it appears a lot of the videos are like one of the videos was just like her and him in a car and he was like laying down in the back seat and she was driving, or I don't think she was driving, but she was like in the driver's seat but recording. It's very odd. Like I'm very intrigued as to like how, and maybe she's just so from the area that people like trust her in that way. I don't know enough about her like that, but it's been very interesting to see some of the stuff that she was showing. I was like, damn, like you're in there with
Yeah,
this.
she's well, and I said, I guess she's been talking to Janie for a while. Her and Janie, she said her and Janie had been friends and they had been talking for a while, and she opened up to her. It makes me almost wonder if her and like if she didn't turn on Janie and get a hold of Quanell, and you know what I'm saying, like this. I don't know. It's kind of sketch. I have my own personal opinions about that, but
It seemed kind of like that's what she was saying, and from what I heard was that
yeah,
things went a little wonky, and you
yeah,
know, yeah.
Well, Umbrella's such a small
Janie
town
filed
anyway.
charges on Grizzy today
Oh
for
gosh.
stalking and harassment.
Oh
I believe it.
please.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I heard
she
that
No.
she was
probably
at the
did
police
because
station the
she's
other night.
yeah,
What?
Yeah, the last Grizzy video I saw was when she was out in back of the house showing where Rudy would go and sit in the little wooded area there, and
yeah,
people would come to visit.
Mm. Yeah, you know, Tazzy, it didn't look like a BMW or a Toyota to me. It actually looked like um oh, what is that car? It's like a Chevy man, let me think of it. Lumina maybe? Is there a Chevy Lumina?
yeah,
Yes.
I think that's actually what it looked like to me in the pictures, but you know, don't quote me on it. I'm just saying what it looked like to me. But yeah, I definitely went to go watch her video on Facebook because I wanted to see if she showed any of the receipts for like she's so like, you know, she really is pushing the narrative that Quanell pushes.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm like, then, you know, you're showing all these receipts. Why can't you show a receipt for that? Like she showed a receipt of like a video of them in the hotel. So I guess when they met him at the hotel it was like in a conference room
yeah,
at the hotel. She showed like him in like a corner laying down in the hotel looking all like feeble and weak. And then she showed in that video like when it swipes around you can see like the detective and she's describing like, oh, there's the detective, there's Janie, there's, you know, whatever. And I'm like, damn, like she definitely took a lot of videos and pictures, but like
yeah,
why wouldn't you have videoed that? Like why can't you show that, like what he told Quanell and like put that out? But I haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay, yes. So part 1, 2, and 3 are actually on Grizzy's page, but what was it? Houston 24, Houston 26, something like that. They had the full thing start to finish.
Yeah, Fox
drop
26.
it in the back. I'll put it on.
Oh,
But you know
okay.
what? I bet Grizzy probably won't be around over there anymore if they're
No, True Crime Dime is saying she's dropping them now. She's dropping voice recordings. They sent you a email with the link.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because we can go to it right now and open it.
She videoed everything, really. Probably other areas all through there with bottles, buckets, also possibly an entire line of them for miles or more through those tree line. What? I'm lost, Emily. Oh yeah, is there a mod here that can drop the links for the legal fund stuff? There's people in the chat asking, and I can't do it from my phone. So sorry. Is she? She has 4 days of 12 hours of recordings. Oh,
Oh
momento. I'm
wow.
gonna have to go jump down. I'm too nosy for this.
Yes, I was gonna say, don't even worry about jumping down. We could put it on right now.
And we gotta hurry up. I gotta eat dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. You gotta go. If you gotta go and you gotta eat, go ahead, girl. I ain't finna.
Grizzy has created a great page, and I've followed her for years, but I think she's way too invested into this one and may lose some of the respect she worked so hard for. Amber, I think that her bringing in Quanell X
Yes.
definitely lost her some respect points. And then, but I hope that like she
Bounce
seems like she really does want to help him, but I don't know if she's like has enough like sometimes like if you're in too much, like you get very biased at the fact of like what you're looking
Right.
at. And I think she's just too biased against Janie that she can't see oh, okay, thank you, True Crime Time. I think she just can't see like some of the stuff that like he's saying just doesn't line up at all. She doesn't want to compromise the investigation. Interesting. Okay. I thought there was no investigation. Who knows? Interesting. I'm confused. So, no, not Grizzly. Grizzy. It's Grizzy Hood News. And yeah, that's what somebody in the chat was saying is that Janie is saying that she's stalking and harassing her, which she did say, I'm going to be outside your house. I'm going to watch everywhere you go. She did say that. So that's probably not the best thing to say. Yeah, Catherine, I agree. She is dropping teasers since day one. We found Janie. Yeah, Janie. Where did we lose Janie? Janie stayed right there in the neighborhood.
Yeah, Janie hasn't gone anywhere as far as I know.
Yeah, they tried saying for a little while like she's gonna run to Mexico, she's gonna run here, she's gonna leave the state, whatever. But no, she's been right there.
Yeah, I think she left her house for a while, but that's what I heard. Like,
and honestly, your house is on the news. There's a press conference in front of your house.
yeah.
Who is staying there? No, see, Petty, that's the thing. So originally they were saying that I think it's actually Quanell who said the mother called him and said, come and help us. But then Grizzy came out and was like, no, Janie never called him. Janie called me and I called him to come because I didn't believe what she was saying, or I questioned what she was saying, or something just didn't sit right, or something like that. That's what she was saying. So it really was Grizzy who called him and brought him in. All right, sorry. Someone was feeding cat. Tazzy, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I read that. I was like, oh God.
I think you're literally taking like everything that I say and turning it into one sentence that makes no sense.
Sorry, you guys. Give me 1 sec.
I'm going to run out and smoke a cigarette real quick. I will be back in just a few minutes.
No problem. Grain?
Yes, love.
You gonna hang with the people? I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm about to probably get off of here. Here in
never
a
mind.
second.
She don't want me holding her panel.
We've been on
Yeah,
here
I know.
for
I've seen that
3
Grain.
hours.
She could say some things.
No, we've been on here 3 hours, and we've been on here for a while. So I just want to, you know what I mean. I got to get some rest and stuff, and I got to get some stuff done. So, I'll probably, you know what I mean, shut it down, and we'll just chit chat tomorrow. You know what I mean, and start another live tomorrow.
Plus you got the early morning date, so
Yes.
yeah.
Got to get
All right.
stuff.
Good night, y'all.
All right,
Good night,
baby.
Daniel.
Good night.
Good night, Grain. Good
Good
night.
night,
Thank
Grain.
you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Queen. Thank you for having me up.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming up.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All righty. And thanks everybody else for coming up. I appreciate you guys. Anybody that came up on the panel, anybody that's in the chat. Thank you all so very much for being here. And to the ones that donated to the legal fund, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I just got a couple more coming in. So thank you so very much. It definitely helps. So I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side, or we'll chit chat tomorrow. Have a good night. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, babes. Bye, little bumbles. Don't get yourself in too much trouble. Don't